I don't have money to be filing lawsuits against every single person who restreams me or steals my content. Good news is I also don't care because I'm doing so well for myself. I have a great positive following. I get people who support all my content. Why would I care that they do that? I'll be successful every single day that I want to. No, they're not affecting me at all. Someone just asked. Someone brought it up, so I respond. I don't have money to be filing lawsuits against every single person who restreams me or steals my content. It's too frivolous, it's too time-consuming, and it's too expensive. That's number one. I'll be successful every single day that I want to. Good news is I also don't care because I'm doing so well.
Happy Cope-A-Versary, detractors. Let us gather round and take a little trip down memory lane to 1 year ago and the King Snakening. Oh my gosh. I grabbed the clip from Snorthogen. So big ups, of course, Rawphil, Snorthogen, everybody who clips it. So I don't have to. I can admit when I'm lazy and I don't want to clip it. So let's just get right into it. We'll listen to this pretty much until, I don't know, till we've cringed too hard, until we're bored of it, and then we will go and see what he's up to live. So big ups to everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let's watch what is, without a doubt, there's no other way you can question this. He leaked his own DMs. He brought on Rich from Review Tech. This is the absolute cringiest shit he did in 2025. Here we go.
Snort, snort, Kogan. Drip, snort, snort. I got the drip. Go. All right, everyone, so you can hear me. Rich, hello, how are you?
I'm lovely, Philip. How are you?
I'm
You're
good.
Looking stunning in that sweater today, looking nice.
Thank you, sir. So I'm adjusting right now. I'm going to ask the chat, how does it sound? Because
I'm enjoying your succulents behind you. They're very succulent.
Of course. Well, you built them too, so you know how succulent they are.
They're very. I love them.
So, guys,
Thank you for the inspiration.
How is the audio levels, everybody?
Ugh. Already starting off so cringy. I streamed this a year ago. I don't necessarily know. Like, this is just to rewatch it because it's the Cope-A-Versary. But, of course, I'm not going to have anything new to really, add to it. Review Tech got his dub. Phil just, hold this fucking L, dude. Like, there's nothing,
Buddy, are we good? Because every time I do it on Discord,
we're just here for the cringy parts, which is pretty much all of it, and then we'll move along.
everyone says that I'm too loud, but I tried to adjust it today, so it sounds good. Are we good, everybody?
2026 goes to the Virtual Boy demo so far. I agree 100%, and I don't know. Every time he does something that's just like you cringe so hard, you think you're gonna fucking snap a rib. You're like, oh, it hurts. Every time something goes down like that, I think there's no way you can get cringier, and then it happens. So I don't want to speak too soon, but you're not wrong, Jerry. You're not wrong.
They say we're good. All right, well, let's begin. So, wow, first of all, an epic moment. I think this has been a long time coming in the making. People have wanted to see us have a conversation for a very, very long time. And thank you for coming on the show.
I have it on 1.5. Do you guys want it on 1.5? I figure because it's a 50-minute clip and I don't want to actually spend almost an hour on it. So do you guys want me to put it on 1 or 1.25 or keep it on 1.5? You guys let me know what you think.
Thank you for giving us your time. I want to say that up front.
What interesting. What a coincidence. What are the odds? It's the coincidence of this timing. Just, I'm sure it's all just circumstantial, right?
Oh, of course. There's absolutely no reason why it would be right now, this week, or anything. No, it just came together that way by complete, dumb luck, right? But you're here. That's respectable. I thank you for your time, and I want to let you know, because I told the audience this before. I know you weren't here. There is absolutely no interruptions. There's no pop-ups on the stream. I'm not going to be reading shout-outs or anything from anyone. The stupid camera is screwing with me right now. But I'm not going to be doing anything to be distracted. It's you and me. I want to respect you because you're giving me your time. It's not about contributions today. I mean, I will shout them out after we're done when you're gone. It has nothing to do.
Everybody wants it the way it is. Okay, 1.6, just to be different, right?
But I'm not going to be reading out insults or anything like that. That's not what this is, okay?
I don't care. I don't care if you did anyway, but that's fine.
I know you
That's
don't
fine,
care,
though.
but it's just the thing. I mean,
I was gonna say, I'm not sure, like when you have them at regular speed, I'm not sure who talks like more slowly. So just for the benefit of everybody.
you're gonna give me your time, dude. I gotta give you respect for doing that. You know, you could be doing something better with your time, I'm sure. And I appreciate you coming on. Now, before we begin, I want to clear the air here. You have absolutely no preconceived notions of what this appearance is, right? You don't know. We haven't talked about if it's going to be a topic, if it's going to be anything, right?
You're clueless, right? I didn't bother to fucking let you in on what I was gonna do.
We haven't planned anything, correct?
No,
Jimmy Fiend, big up, Sonny. How you doing?
not once. And if you did, I would call you out on it. You didn't. You
There
did
you
not
go.
say a fucking word to me about anything.
Because people have been speculating for the last couple of days, well, since yesterday, and I guess you had let it drop on your show that you were going to appear a couple days ago before we had really confirmed it, and then I confirmed it yesterday, and everyone's freaking out. This is an evil plot. They've got all this stuff going on, and, you know, this is not legit. But no, it's not the case. We have nothing planned, all right? Previously, like Rich, you know, and I have not spoken about this beforehand. This is completely a legit appearance here. And I guess, Rich, before...
Speaking about it beforehand doesn't make it an illegitimate appearance. He's still here, whether you discussed it beforehand or not. And it might have been good to talk to him a little bit beforehand because, I don't know, like the dude basically shit on you. So I don't know, man. I think I might have said something. I don't know if I would have kept it all under my hat.
Before I begin saying anything, just before we
You're
start...
gonna get shirtless? Are you gonna get shirtless?
Absolutely not. I'm just...
Imagine not being vetted on an interview where the host wants you to echo his narrative. That's what I'm saying. Like, you maybe should have asked a few prerequisite questions. Like, hey, want to shit talk Kino Casino with me? Or how do you feel about Kino Casino? Or it is something that maybe, you know, no, I've got you on here totally blind. Now go along with me and do everything I say and believe everything I say.
curious.
Oh, come on.
Do you have anything you would like to just say up front as a starter before we get into anything?
Yeah, you're a big old retard. Fucking retard alert. Casey, thank you for the $50 super sticker. I appreciate you.
Anything you want to
Thanks.
get off your chest? Is there anything you'd like to say?
I got plenty of questions, but this is your show, so I will let you begin.
Oh,
I
okay.
have plenty.
He's got plenty of questions, but it's my show. All right, that's fair enough. That's a good way to start. Okay.
I haven't streamed for, I don't know, what's it been, like a week? I don't know. He's just been like super boring to me lately. There was that stuff with that, I don't know, who's that one dent that gives them all the money? I don't know. Jay Hayes or like, I don't care about some other, it's a 220. It's a fucking Iron Dent like clone. And I don't care. Apparently he's like going to detractors and talking and then going back to DSP. Like, it just reeks of fucking Iron Chef Sakai behavior, and I'm not interested. So I didn't stream about that. I was going to make a video about it, and then everyone who did make a video, Urban Style Individual, got smacked when he tried to do a video about him. So I realized the dude's just like a bitch, and if you show his videos, like, he'll strike your shit. I didn't want that. And again, it's a complete rip of Iron Chef Sakai trying to bounce back and forth, like looking for attention. Other than that, I don't know. There just hasn't been much going on in the Snortex that I find interesting. Honestly, I don't really think it's going to be super interesting today, but fuck it. It's the Cope-A-Versary.
All right. So, funny that you bring up, you know, the timing of everything, correct? Because obviously I tried to get you on the show back in the fall, and it fell apart. You did cancel last minute. Then you wanted to come back on. At that point, I wasn't interested. But we're not here to argue about the specifics of what happened there. But I have tried to have you on, and it didn't work out for whatever reason. So now, this week, I've got you on, all right? And a lot of people are like, this is great. It's the first face-to-face of Rich versus Phil, and they're going to either have it out, or maybe this is a plot. They're going to be like buddies now, because the casino has turned on Phil. And now...
Oh, yeah, I did see that yesterday where or was it the day before? I'm sorry, all my days are running together. Where he was like, someone said something about talking about the badges on Kick, and he was like, I'm not going to give you a badge. You're broke, or something like that. I was like, oh, my goodness. Jay made a corny ass video on his channel today. Jay Hayes also got Urban Style Individuals. Yeah, he got Urban Style Individuals video taken down about him. I think Duty's video got taken down, I think.
Phil's probably looking for allies, right? And he's looking for buddies to team up with against the casino, right? That's what everyone's saying. What do you think about that?
Well, I hope to God that you knew from the beginning that was going to happen. I don't think you did, though, because you were essentially in there. You did simp for them for a while, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I found funny is that things that I've just said for years, you make it like I'm going to stalk you and dry hump your front door in the middle of the night. But when PPP said those things at the time, now you're different because the fallout and, you know, he was calling your wife fat. But back then it was with them, it was just razzing. What's the difference between when I said something and when PPP said something, which would be just as bad, if sometimes not worse? Why was there a difference with that?
Well, there's two things. Number one, if you have some kind of an arrangement with someone, if you're working business-wise with someone, okay, and you know that there's a mutual benefit to being associated and making content, then you give a few inches, right? You'll give a little bit of leeway. You'll let them get a little bit of a rise or get a little bit of a boost or a little bit of whatever it is on your behalf. Because quite frankly, you're also...
Well, I just think it's interesting that when that Jay Hayes, whatever his name is, when he made the video, when this like first started a couple of weeks ago, and he was like, you know, I've been through it or whatever, and like, you know, you control me as much as you want, like, ha ha, it isn't working. And then a couple of folks make videos criticizing him and talking about it and critiquing it, which is perfectly fine. And then they all get hit. Wow, I guess you're not really okay with it.
Getting a boost on their behalf by being associated or making content with them, all right? But just like everything, there's a limit to that. And what's happened is PPP took it upon himself to keep pushing those boundaries as far as he possibly could, thinking that he was a big shit, basically, and he could get away with whatever.
Yeah, but that was at the 11th hour, though, Phil. I mean, there was actually a video where, like, you tiptoed into confronting him about what he said about your wife, and you gave him a pass. Also, too, there's a video that Mighty D has where you were...
Big ups, Mighty D.
And this happened multiple times. It wasn't just in his video, where you would be in their kick chat in like the wee hours of the morning, text messaging them or messaging them in their chat like a teenage girl. You were gifting subs. You would go back and forth. You always say that your time, like, that was, what were you doing then? You say your time is valuable. You say you're very busy, but then you were sitting there in their chat, essentially just simping, actually, which is funny. We'll talk more about simping later, but that was very strange to me.
Sure. Well, I guess we've had a good cold open, right?
Are you messing with me, Kaylee? Fellow people of calories, it's free cone day at Dairy Queen in the U.S. People of calories, unite. Go immediately. If not sooner.
Right, I guess we'll get into it now, right? We'll actually get into like the format and what this is actually going to be. So, Rich, I have to be honest with you, all right? I'm going to be very honest with you right now. Okay? I do have a plan for this appearance, and it's nothing whatsoever what you think it is, okay? But I want you to calm down.
The thing that makes this whole part right here so beautiful is Phil really wants this to just like be this big, huge reveal. And he really, I think that he really wanted Rich to be like really jazzed up about this and really excited about this. And Rich could not have been just more calm and checked out. In fact, if I remember right, he showed up late to this because he wanted to go to McDonald's and get a coffee, an iced coffee or something like that. And Phil's just trying to build this up. You know, we're going to get to, are you familiar with the king snake? And Phil and Rich is just like, yeah, okay, sure. Whatever you say.
Calm down. There's no guests coming on or anything. It's just you and me. I promise you that. Okay. No special, no shocking twists. No, oh my God. Gotcha.
Even if there was a guest, that would be fine.
Okay.
See, even if there was a guest, yeah, and then he just goes for his coffee.
Good drinking.
Rich, do you recognize this?
Rich was so unserious. It was hilarious. He just really didn't care. Yep, that would be fine if he had someone else on. Yep, that's okay. Okay, whatever.
Let me look on.
He's not looking. Oh, you don't see me?
Those are your poker chips, Phil. Yeah.
Correct. This is
oh God, the briefcase.
The briefcase that was used as a prop during the co-op react that I did with Kino Casino back in the summer when we watched your documentary from June the King. And basically, it was used as a way to humiliate you over the course of that event, where every time that there was something embarrassing that happened, we would take some chips out, right? And at the end...
He did not, Senior Chewie, I agree. He just, like, did not care. But my question is, if he didn't care, which that's fine, like, whatever. But if he just wasn't really that particularly interested, I really wish why did Rich say yes to doing this? I don't care one way or the other. But I would be curious to know, like, why did he say, like, yeah, sure, fuck it, you know? I'll sit here for an hour or an hour and a half or whatever. Yeah, the cringe moment is it's happening. It's gonna happen here.
We're at the very end. You had one chip left. And I said, this is your chip. I'm gonna hold on to it. And I had it on my screen back here. And
I want to know where Kat was while he was doing this. She should have come in here and unplugged everything.
And everything, was around this chip in the casino. You even called it out in your content.
He was intrigued. Maybe so. Maybe there was that kind of curiosity because, Phil makes it such, he makes such a big deal about it at the beginning. Like, Rich has no idea why we're here. He has no idea what's going to, go on or what we're going to talk about or why we're doing this. He put a really fine point on this dude has no idea what's going to happen. So, like, did he just reach out and go, hey, want to show up for a little while? And Rich was like, okay, cool.
You said, Phil, you fool. They're not your friends, but you have their memes in your content and all of that. I'm
Big ups, movie sign. How you doing?
well
honey?
aware of all that stuff that you said, okay?
Which was true from the beginning. Everyone saw that coming from a mile away. You were a content mill for them,
So, okay,
as you've seen.
fair enough. Now,
He just wants to get to his little, yep, okay, fine, Rich, whatever you say. Yep, fair enough. I'm waiting for my grand reveal.
I bring this up for a reason, all right? And we're going to explain it in just a moment. But I have one other question for you before I actually show you
Oh, here it
the briefcase,
comes.
okay? And the question is this.
Okay.
Are you from
Oh, all right. Thanks for covering this talk. See, I missed the whole Kino arc, was out of the snort fort. No. Well, welcome to the 1-year Cope-A-Versary of the King Snakening, and it's about to happen right now.
familiar with the king snake? The animal.
Nope.
You're not.
Nope.
The king snake is a creature, a snake, that lures other snakes into its den. Dangerous snakes, snakes that are known to already be predators, rattlesnakes and others. The king snake uses this trick in order to make those creatures feel safe. And then the king snake surprises those creatures from behind and swallows them whole. The king snake.
Are you swallowing
eats
me, Phil?
Hold on. The king snake.
You see, he really got mad right there. He really wants this build up. Also, the king snake emits a foul odor to make dangerous things go away. So that part was left out.
Eats other predators whole after laying a trap. Okay?
Most snakes eat things whole. Kind of like a duck.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. He's wanting this build up so bad, and then you just catch Rich just okay.
Predators whole after laying a trap. Okay?
Okay.
He wants like Rich so desperately to be like, oh yeah, and then what do they do? And oh, like what's going on with all of this? Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the briefcase. This is Andy and Ashton's briefcase. Because, ladies and gentlemen, today on this podcast, this is not the Level 1 podcast featuring RTU.
Have small children leave the room. Women and children prepare. Men, you might as well fucking prepare too. This is gonna hurt you. If you've never seen this is gonna hurt you so bad. You're gonna cringe so hard, you may actually end up being hurt. So just if you want to skip this now, deep breath, in and out. We're gonna do this together. Here we go.
At all. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Level 666 podcast, straight out of fucking hell, because today, live on the show, it is time to explain to you how over the last 8 months and the last couple of years, all of my planning has finally come to fruition. I robbed Kino Casino.
And then there's just silence. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, he sat up all night, y'all. He sat up all night thinking of this idea. This was if you remember, the day before this, he didn't do a nighttime stream because he had to do his taxes, and he stayed up all night getting this picture of Andy and Ashton and finding this dwonky little briefcase and getting all these text messages that he's going to share with us. Also, when he says this is the Level 666 podcast, he's not even looking at the camera. He's trying to change the scene. He isn't even looking at the actual camera.
How over the last 8 months.
He is now, but at the very beginning, you can tell he's not even looking at the camera while he's making this big, grand, dramatic reveal here. So let's catch the whole thing again because it's just so good.
Ladies and gentlemen, today on this podcast, this is not the Level 1 podcast featuring RTU.
See, he's looking at look at that smirk on his face. Like he's so excited. He's getting ready to, drop the fucking, he's going to school us all right here. And then all of a sudden he looks down because he can't find the fucking button for the scene that he wants to play. So watch, he won't even look at the camera.
At all. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Level 666 podcast, straight out of fucking hell.
Where you looking, bro? Where you looking? What are you doing?
Because today, live on the show, it is time to explain to you how over the last 8 months and the last couple of years, all of my planning has finally come to fruition. I robbed Kino Casino. I'm not kidding. I'm not
How did you rob?
fucking kidding.
Oof, that was rough. And thanks for the 5, honey. I appreciate you. I'm willing to bet RTU was ready to counterattack if Phil was aiming to get a cheap dub. The laugh would be, oh, this is even dumber than I thought.
Everything that you have seen happen, I swear to God, has been part of my plan all along. Because all of you think I'm so fucking stupid. You all thought that this was he got fooled. He had the wool pulled over his eye. I 100% had this planned since day one.
Oh, honey. He stayed up till like 3 o'clock in the morning trying to plan this. Like, it was so bad. Ghost Viper, thanks for being a member for 10 months, honey. I appreciate you. Why am I poison? Why am I toxic? Much love to you, honey. Thank you.
You don't believe me?
No, I don't believe you. I've been watching you now for over a decade. You were fully in on this hook line, and so you called Andy your gaming soulmate.
Okay. Rich, I got the receipts.
Yeah, and they don't look good for you, sir. This is the most embarrassing shit that I've, like... Whew.
And we're going to look at them together right now on this show.
Okay.
Are you
I would
ready?
like to see these. Yes, Philip.
This is the briefcase of Andy and Ashton, and every single time that we go through a topic and I expose them for who they really are, they're going to lose a few chips. And we're going to see at the end how many chips these two have.
Yeah, we don't. We never see this fucking briefcase again. It's probably buried in that fucking gross-ass closet.
Left over.
Big
This
ups,
feels like
Reggie. How you
retcon to
doing,
me,
honey?
Phil, but sure, prove it to me.
Sure.
Let me see.
We're good. No worries, man. All right. So let's get started, shall we? I'm changing my screens if you don't, because Rich, you can't see any of this, obviously. I'm going to let you know what I'm actually doing here, and you might want to tune into the stream. It's going to be very hard for you to see, but I'm going to be reading
I'm already
things as
on.
well.
I'm already on the stream too.
Okay. Let me actually resize you here so that you can actually be. Here we go. So here's
Yeah, he like didn't even like put Rich in the Discord call or whatever.
the funny part, folks. All this week, there's been all these threats thrown around.
And that's it. You'll never see the fucking briefcase again because none of this goes how Phil wants it to go. Absolutely none of it.
By Kino Casino, saying, God forbid that any of these private messages be leaked that I had with Phil or we had with Phil, because these private messages would be so damning. They would hurt him so bad. And man, he is hiding from it. And we're counting down to when we leak the messages. I already put the messages online. And by the end of the show, I'm going to give everyone the links and you can all.
The second stupidest thing he fucking did in 2025, leak his own fucking DMs. Level 6. This was the cringiest shit. I mean, like, coming in hot at, like, number 2, just barely shy of the number 1 spot, leaking his own fucking DMs.
Read them for yourselves in full. I'm not kidding. Because this was my plan
This doesn't
all
sound
along.
like 40 chess. This sounds like damage control.
And there it is. He didn't buy your shit for 1 second, sir.
There's no damage control here.
This sounds like you're just trying to get in front of what they're going to say.
There's nothing to say. As you're going to see and what we're going to go through, everything that they think they have was already planned ahead of time. Every single thing that I told them was either a lie, a half-truth, or something to buy their confidence. So they would think that over time, they would have something on me. Because the truth is, Rich, I'm tired of being pushed around. I really am. All right? I'm going to be honest.
What does that have to do with you spilling your guts to PPP from Kino Casino? You're tired of being pushed around. What does that have to do with the DMs? The DMs were so bad it made Phil look way worse than Kino Casino because Kino Casino, they knew that they were doing this. I'm sure that 75% of the DMs they got from this fucking loser, they didn't even want.
With you and the internet right now, back in 2023, when I did that Side Scrollers interview, and that interview went how it did, and I walked out of there.
Badly. It went badly for you, sir. Although you did admit that you still play WWE champions, so we did get that, but you refused to acknowledge that you were down from the rafters, which we know that you still are.
Thinking, not a lot of people are going to like me, but at least that interview's out there, and I don't have to worry about this bullshit anymore. And then the next day,
because those interviews make you seem disingenuous, Phil. Like think about how simple. Think about how simple it would have been to show, like, hey, just show me that down from, which we know is your account now, which we know you're still using, by the way, down from the rafter.
I mean, he laid it out right there. Like, you admitted that you still play, but like, come on, dude. Like, we know you're down from the rafters.
Is my WWE Champions account.
I remember watching Kino Casino after this all happened and after this all came out. And Andy was like, I'm so fucking glad that that I don't have to deal with him anymore.
Sweaty man addiction is there. And then you were like, I got to protect my family, which made no sense, Phil. That made zero sense. How does showing a username in a game, that's the equivalent of like showing a gamer tag on like your Xbox Series X. And you said, and then when you had him on the show, and he said, I forget the exact wording. I just thought of this now. I do have notes, by the way, but he was like, so you weren't telling the truth. And you said to him, it doesn't matter if I was telling the truth or not. It's still an answer.
That's right. Because I wasn't there.
Who doubles down on that? That's like one of the worst things. It doesn't matter whether or not I told you the truth. I told you something. And then doubles down and it's like, yep, that's what I said. Jesus Christ. Oh, sir. Like, Andy checked out mid-arc. Can you blame him? From what I understand, from what PPP and Andy have explained, this dude was like relentless, like continuously. I didn't go through and read all the DMs. I didn't find it particularly interesting. I got the cliff notes that, talking about Cat being sick and the parents are sick and all the animals are dying and basically everything's awful and terrible because Phil, enjoys playing the victim and he was like venting, but he does this with everybody. He tried to latch on to fucking Asmongold. You want to come on my Christmas show? He tries to latch on to LTG. He latched on to Kino Casino. For God's sake, he went to Rich from Review Tech. He talks mad shit about this dude all the time and was clinging on to his ass like a fucking dingleberry hidden in a hemorrhoid. Like,
to give them some kind of an insane, truthful expose on anything. The whole idea was I give you an interview.
You'll see those messages between all of them. And Phil writes this like big, huge paragraph. And then PPP will write back like a sentence, maybe two. And then another fucking huge paragraph. And then one or two sentences.
Doesn't matter if you like it or not, but I'll give you an interview. And then we're supposed to actually continue on with content. I was supposed to be a regular guest on their show, which was actually the original premise of being on it. Is that I was going to be on there, add my 2 cents towards topics and everything.
He's been trying to get Charlie to respond to him lately. Yeah, I think Sir Moist, didn't he say a while ago, he was like, yeah, I pretty much wiped my ass with TSP, like I'm done with that. I don't think he cares anymore.
Exposure, maybe bring some viewers over to my channel. Some of my viewers go to their channel.
Wings. I did forget Wings. Let me shut my whore mouth. Yeah, Wings too. Clinging to him and the whole fucking joke about like, dude, he's just not that into you. Senior Chewy, thanks for being a member, honey, for 9 months. The DMs made him look like the lonely man he is. Each message from Phil was a novel. I know. It's clear he didn't have anyone else to talk to.
Give me that respect because after the interview, they decided to make endless amounts of content for weeks to months about me, crapping on me and making tons of money. And the problem is that negates the whole premise of the interview. An interview is supposed to be you just ask questions, you give answers, and then the audience has to judge for themselves. Not right after the interview ends, the interviewers say, oh, well, that whole thing was bullshit. We don't like that guy and he's an asshole. Don't believe him. You completely disingenuously conducted that interview if that's how you behave yourself after, in my opinion.
No, the interview was over. They can side scrollers, they were allowed to conduct themselves however they wanted to. And honestly, after 5 hours with you, there are some times when I get done streaming, which I like doing. I like streaming. I like shitting on you and making fun of you. And there are some days where you are so fucking insufferable. I hit end stream and I go and sit down on my sofa and I go, that was a lot. So don't be mad at side scrollers for needing hours. They were also reading their super chats and stuff, but they needed a little while to decompress and talk about you. Like, I don't think you're aware of like how a lot you are, but dude, you're a fucking lot.
Opinion. So
Phil, every radio show or talk show has after shows about the guests that they have on.
Correct. Especially if they show up for 5 hours and make a complete ass out of themselves and lie.
You weren't truthful, so their take on
correct.
You was right. So I'm not really sure where you're coming from with that. Like,
fair enough, but that's not even what we're here for today, okay? And I get it. We already argued about
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. But that's not why we're here.
The side scrollers thing for ages. They're not even the topic of discussion here. But after the side scrollers thing,
But you're obviously like still super butthurt about it, clearly.
I had enough. I said, I've had enough of people on the internet
Side scrollers living rent free.
always constantly using me as the butt of their joke, talking about me, using me to make money, and doing everything they possibly can in order to kind of, mess with me and just get over on my behalf. And I realized at that point, the only way that I was going to be able to change things was to actually do something for myself. But there's no way that I could actively do it publicly. Because if I did it publicly, then everyone would just laugh. Because everyone thought I was a big meme and a big joke, right? And to some extent, people still do. I mean, I got a little bit more of a boost since, the last 8 months, but not much. But what no one realized is that I decided for myself to do something with initiative. And I said, I want to try to actually get over on one.
No, what you said was last night, the night before this, I screwed up. Let me do severe damage control. And thanks for the 5, honey. I appreciate you. I could see if he was actually convinced they were going to be coworkers, then yeah, that's unprofessional. No, what else is lying to their faces? There you go. Normal Jinx, I appreciate the 5, honey. I'm sorry I was a bad guest. I'm sorry I was low energy. Truly, the king snake is a fierce predator to be feared. Yeah, he would say that all the time. I remember that from the DMs. Oh, I ate food for DSP tries it, and I don't feel good, and I'm sorry I was boring. The dude knows he's boring.
One of these people who's one of these content
3 years later, side scrollers still meme on him, and deservedly so. They had Blabs play Goldeneye. I don't know if anybody watched it, but they had Blabs play Goldeneye because he played it on his last shit-ass marathon, and she had never played the game before and still managed to figure out how to play it faster than this 18-year veteran professional gamer. That was funny as fuck.
creators who's constantly a misery broker. And I know you've heard me say that before. What I think a misery broker is someone who literally doesn't make content for themselves.
Tractor Simba, thanks for being a member, honey, for 1 year. I appreciate you.
All they do is they look at other people's misery, they report on it, they make fun of it, they laugh at it, and then they make a bunch of money. So a day when it's a bad day for someone else is a good day for them. But in reality, if it weren't for other people, they wouldn't.
Okay, well, what happened the day, I don't remember when this was, but there was one day where you had a hair up your ass about something, and you just decided, this was obviously before you did this a year ago with Rich from Review Tech, you were just in an awful mood, and you decided that you were just going to shit on this man. I remember that you were just in a bad mood, and you just decided to shit on Review Tech for like an hour or something. I don't remember what it was about. I just know that you did that. I mean, you really wanted to talk about making a buck up off of making fun of somebody. Didn't you skip and run and jump over to Kino Casino to shit on Rich from Review Tech? And you brag about how much money you made that day? Jerry, thanks for the 5. We doing 5s now? I got 5 on it.
Be able to ever have any popularity. It's the only reason they get anything.
So what you're saying,
I don't think I'm massively popular because I shit on you, dude. I don't think anybody who makes content about you is looking to get like super hella internet famous. I'm just here for my ticket to the circus, man.
this whole entire thing for your casino arc was 4D chess that you were playing them to the point that you would hurt your own reputation and career?
Rich, not only that, I cased probably 6 or 7 different individuals
I don't know about any of that.
who I thought I could maybe get in their good graces, figure out how to get in on it, and see what would happen. And after looking at all of these different people, all right?
Mumu Buckaroo, his birthday stream will be a tell-all of how his career will be going forward if he doesn't get at least 2K. I believe he'll go back to Twitch. Oh, he's got a hate boner for Twitch. I think the only reason he would go back to Twitch would be because like YouTube would ban him or something, and he was like absolutely desperate. But I think if YouTube banned him, I think he'd probably try to get back on YouTube under a different name, and then I think he'd default and just go to Kick. I don't know that he would go back to Twitch. But hey, listen, I also didn't think he'd do this shit. And here we fucking are. So, I don't know. His marathons have been a disaster. He made 800 on the Christmas one, decided miraculously, gee, I wonder why, not to do one in January. February was, fuck, I had my numbers. 500 something, and I think, or 400 something, and then March with the $343. I don't know what his birthday his birthday, excuse me, marathon will bring him. But see, here we have an interesting development as far as how much he'll get for his birthday. A new wheelchair, Dent, has entered the arena by the name of whatever the Jai Hayes, whatever the fuck his name is. So he might drop a big bunch of money. Also, heard that dude is dropping money because something about he has a kid that passed away and he got insurance money from the kid that passed away. I was watching a clip from Kino Casino. I don't know where they got this from, but PPP was talking about this weirdo, and he said that this guy is giving DSP money because something about he got a settlement because he had a kid that passed away, and he's doing this to piss off his ex-wife. I tried to poke around and find who said that. To be fair, I didn't poke around too hard nor too long. But I don't know if there's any validity to that, but Kino put a video up about Phil and something about the kid passed away and he got like some kind of insurance money or settlement or something because he had a child who passed away, and to piss off his ex-wife, he's spending that money on Phil. I believe he said it on his own channel. He did mention, I did see that he had a daughter who, I saw that video where he had the daughter that passed away. That was the one where he was trying to pound his chest and say that he could handle the detractors bullying him and all that stuff. But, I don't know. And I'm not calling PPP a liar. Listen, I don't know. Because I've been out of the loop for quite a while. I thought it was alimony. Like I say, I'm not calling anybody a liar or anything like that. I heard Kino talking about that, and I hadn't heard that, which what I don't know can fill a fucking warehouse. So I just wondered if anybody had made like a video about it. But okay, carry on.
Someone in my chat one day had said, "Did you hear about Kino Casino? Did you hear that they're also making fun of Review Tag, just like you are?"
But we don't know what money that Jay Hayes guy, we don't know what money he'll drop for Phil's birthday. I think Iron Chef Sakai is out. He hasn't been around in a hot minute. There's been some other people, but I don't know. Whales are looking thin.
Just like he's making fun of you and back and forth. And did you hear that they're constantly making fun of him in their content? Okay. And I said, no, I don't know anything about these guys. I didn't. But I went over there and I actually watched their content once. And I knew from the first moment that I started watching their show, this was going to be the one that was going to work if I was going to try to make this happen. Okay. Now, Rich, I'm going to be honest with you again. You have unwittingly been a part of this since day one because you were the reason that I contacted them. You were the reason why I affiliated with them. The whole co-op, react to your
Well, at least that's one thing that Andy said was true. I wasn't as unwitting as you think, but yes, Ashton kept on.
It's no shocker. I mean, really, Phil, like this is just, it's just silly at this point, sir.
Saying that you went to him. Now I see that is actually accurate.
It's a gross situation in general. Whatever's true and what isn't, if it's alimony, if it's some kind of settlement, if it's some kind of something. Again, I have not been following that situation with that dude super, super closely. He needs to be forgotten. He has ultra PWR vibes. There's some of that there, but again, it's somebody just looking for attention. He goes to Phil. Of course, I don't care how much money you throw at Phil. You're not going to get huge, massive amounts of attention, from Phil. Hey, thanks, man. And then, he just kind of moves on. And so then he, went over to detractors or something, I guess. And detractors were like, ew, get the fuck out of here. Just looking for attention. That's Iron Chef Sakai. It's just a repeat, a copycat of Iron Chef.
Okay.
You're gonna see it's accurate because I'm gonna show you all of it. I have it all right here, and we're gonna look at it together. But I just need everyone to understand what the premise is and what's going on here. Is that the whole idea was to get in the good graces of the casino, to find a way to collab that was gonna get me over, that was gonna get me some popularity, make me some money, but also at the same time make them think I'm some kind of a fucking idiot, so that they will always think I'm indebted to them.
Well, you didn't have to try too hard.
That I'm always going to do what they say, because I know how they are. Let's be honest here. We know Ashton, we know Andy. These guys are not squeaky clean. These guys have burned every bridge. They don't have friends. They can't have friends.
Absolutely. Well, yet you were still absolutely dying to work with them, though.
He was in Raw Phil's chat. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, not dying to work with them. They were a means for me to finally get out of the position that I was in, being the whipping boy of the internet. And that was the intention from day one. Everything that I laid out, every conversation I had with them, every late night bullshit session I had with them when I should have been asleep, every time I was on their streams kissing their butt during the super memberships or whatever, was all part of this. And they think they have something on me They're insane. How they didn't
They
know.
do.
How they didn't know that.
They don't really necessarily, they didn't really have anything on you, so to speak. You know, you didn't like give them your social security number or anything like that. But they have you saying an awful lot of stuff. Like you sure did kind of pour your little heart out there for months and say a lot of stuff about like your parents and I don't know.
Everything I was saying was fake. I don't know because, I mean, I'll give you some examples here. I said my wife was sick and she had found God. And now because of that, I can't do this idea that you came up with. And they bought it. I said, oh, my rabbit is sick, so I can't do the show today. My mom is sick, so I have to fly. I keep saying sick, like every excuse was someone's sick.
Aww.
Yet they bought it every time.
Rip begs Bunny. Rip begs Bunny.
Every
The man dared detractors to come at him. The last thing I heard is that he got spooked about how fast we found out about his insurance and kids, etc. That's what I thought, movie sign. That one video that he made again where he's pounding his chest and I've been through all kinds of stuff and I've been through all kinds of trolling and blah, 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 blah. Do your worst. And it's like, you don't know anything about what these folks have found out about Phil, do you? Like, I don't understand why you would want to. I mean, I'm in the Snortex and I like being here, but if I was on the other side, I don't know why you would want to antagonize people when, like, you can go online and listen to his bank leaks. You can go online and listen to his bankruptcy hearing. There is like so much stuff that you can find out about Phil that detractors have been, you know, clever and intelligent enough to find out. It's like, I just don't know why you would want to fuck with those people and be rude to those people. That was something I remember, like you say, movie sign. I remember like, oh, okay, you think you want to, okay. He doesn't know what it's like here. Fuck around and find out, sir.
Or you were just nervous to go do it, so you canceled on it.
But the point I'm making here is I basically manipulated them as much as I could to make them do what I wanted. I got what I wanted. And then when I knew they were going to eventually turn on me.
Did you get what you wanted when you were flopping around, humping the floor, trying to do a push-up? Or when you were showing us your underwear? Or when you were wiggling your feet in our faces? When exactly did you have Kino Casino right where you wanted them? When you were showing us the inside of your refrigerator? Or dancing on camera? I'm sorry, at what point of any of that did you go, little do these fools know?
Because we all knew that from the get-go, right? We knew they were going to turn.
That's kind of just gross too, Phil. You would say that your family members were sick to get out of doing things with him?
Oh,
to get one up on them?
No. It's not to get out of doing things with them. It's to basically have a way to make them believe that everything I'm saying is true. Because no one.
But still, that's what you would make up? You would make up that people are sick? That people are dying? That... Because here's the thing. He doesn't go, oh, no, I didn't say anything like that. He goes, that's not why I said it. Sir.
Is going to think that someone's going to just pull it out of their ass. But to beat a snake, you have to be the better snake, Rich. It's the only way to do it. You have to make them believe the lies. And man, did I pull the wool over their eyes for the last 8 months.
Yeah, you pulled the wool over everyone's eyes while you were fucking the floor and showing off your day of the week underwear and what sock goes on what foot. Yeah, that, oof. You got us all. Personally, 1 year out, I still feel felted and I'm coping and I'm seething. Yep, you got us all, King Snake.
Until finally I had enough. And the truth is, I had enough for 2 reasons. Number one, the disrespect to my family. And number two, because I wasn't getting.
So they disrespected your family, but you're in the DMs fucking saying that like your wife is sick and shit. There's only 2 ways this can go. Either you were telling the truth, which I believe that you were, and your wife and your parents are legitimately sick, which is sad, or they're not, and you lied that they were. That's yucky. One is sad and one is gross. Why? Why would you do this? You could make a plethora of other excuses as to why you can't do something. Super busy, or I don't know. I don't think that that's something I'm interested in. That's not up my alley right now. Or, oh, gee, golly gosh, something. But you immediately go to sick and dying. every person in your life right now is sick and dying. I'm sorry, that's gross.
Anything out of the collaboration anymore. These guys,
Because the sad thing about it is either it's a lie, which I think is more gross, or it's true.
all right, have some of the worst ideas I've ever seen for content. They were pitching ideas that would have worked, but they didn't have any clout to make the ideas happen.
They have plenty of clout to make things happen. I mean, every detractor has, talked about this to death, and I'm no different. I don't share any, different opinion or hot take. Nobody wanted to work with you, sir. It's you. Plenty of people work with Kino Casino. They didn't want to deal with you.
They legitimately couldn't make anything work that would have made us money. It was cancellation, denial, cancellation, denial, after. It was like endless.
So I'm not a fan of the casino, but they did have the clout and the money to make
Correct. They did, and they do. Correct.
things happen. I think the only person believing this in this stream right now is you.
Correct. Also correct.
I don't.
Rich,
I mean, how do you do? So you're trying.
Sympathy and pity is the saddest way to garner acceptance. But it is so right up Phil's alley. He's the first one who wants to talk about he's being bullied on the internet and he's being trolled. And even in the way that he just normally speaks, what one of the things that drives me crazy is when Phil does a DSP tries it and he orders whatever, it doesn't matter. And he'll say, oh, it was supposed to come with blah, 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 blah. And he'll go, well, they didn't give it to me. Or if he doesn't enjoy the food, well, you might be asking me, why am I eating it? Well, I have to eat it. It's my dinner. And it just makes me like, ugh, like I cringe and I like curl up into a little ball. It's so victim-y. Well, I have to eat this garbage I paid $80 for because there's like nothing else to eat. I don't know how to do anything or make anything. If I don't eat this food, then I don't have it. Like, ew, you're so gross right now. Or they were supposed to give me such and such. Well, they didn't get, like, he sounds like such a weak bitch in everything that he says. It's perpetual. Instead of just, fuck, I didn't get, I don't know, ranch for something, or I didn't get napkins or, whatever. I would be like, fuck, I didn't get those. Well, who the fuck cares? I own napkins. I own ranch. Here, let me just make this happen. It's, I didn't get it. They didn't give it to me. I don't know what else to do. Perpetual just victim. It's so gross.
To tell me to believe that for the past 8 months, when you were sitting there gifting them
from a man, by the way, who faces like no issues whatsoever. I just want to say, from a man with like no room to talk about having any problems.
subs, simping for them like hours upon hours on end, trying to get them to pay attention to you, like they were Beavis and Butthead and you were Stewart. That this was all some big plan to get vengeance on people that if you never affiliated with, you would be in a better position than you are now. You went, Phil. It's just a fact. You saw that there was an opportunity there. They feigned friendship with you. You called Andy Worski your game.
Big ups, Iviga. Also, the only time that Dickers received a dub because Phil gave it to him. I mean, just handed it to him on a silver platter, did he not? Here, Rich, take this dub. I'm going to hold on to this L.
Being soulmate, you were so into all this to the point that you let them shame you. And now in the...
They did. They shamed the fuck out of him, making him do that. There was one where PPP was like telling him to like get up and dance or something. I had the clip it doesn't matter, but there was one where he was trying to get Phil to get up and dance, and then all the stuff with like the push-ups and
And after all is said and done, you come out on the other end looking worse, and you're trying to tell me that this is 4D chess. Come on, Phil.
Rich,
come on.
I could never possibly come out at the end of anything looking worse. You understand that?
Sir, yes, you can, and it's happening right now. You would have done so much better if you The thing that strikes me as so weird is now, after all of this victim behavior, is now right in this moment, he wants to be seen as the mastermind. And he's playing the 4D chess and he's 7 moves ahead of you and you don't even know you're playing the game. And he's smart and he's tough and he's strong. What the hell happened to like boo-hoo-hoo, I'm the big victim? That honestly would have worked better for him. It still wouldn't have gone good, but it would have worked better if he would have said, man, they shit on me. I thought we were cool. I thought we were friends. I opened up to them. I shared stuff with them. And then they turned around and did this shit. Fuck. Like that's mean or that's cruel, or he would have done better to continue playing the victim. Again, it still wouldn't have been great, but it would have been better, in my opinion, for what it's worth, which is nothing because this is the fucking internet. But in my opinion, he should have just kept rolling with his victimhood.
Right? Like, I have been the joke of the internet.
He really should do Pokemon for his birthday this year. Cat can be Snorlax.
For over a decade. No one listens to me. Even when I have valid things to say, they do that stupid meme that's like, oh, the guy that you hate
You look up Snorlax in the Pokedex. Snorlax has onset type 2 diabetes.
the most, or the worst guy you know finally made a good comment, right? So there's nothing to lose. There was only anything to gain. My viewers don't give two shits.
The one time Victimhood would have helped him and he fucked it up. That's what's so wild to me about this is like this man is constantly on this path and there's a fork in the road. He can go to the left or he can go to the right. I don't care what way he goes. It is magically not the way he should have gone. It is insane to me.
Shits about the
Oh,
drama
they do.
at all.
do.
They don't want the drama. And that's why when it started to get to the point where these guys wanted me to completely change who I was, all of my content into drama content, that's when I basically broke it off and they completely lost their minds because they're so angry that I was the one in charge of the situation all along and not them. All right? Enough of
They
us
weren't.
chatting about this. And by the
You
way,
weren't in charge of the situation. You absolutely weren't. But
you,
okay,
you feel free to go ahead. You feel free to chime in. I'm okay with this. All right? You feel free to chime in whenever you want. But the reason you're here is very simple. I want you to witness this going down, okay? And you were the one who basically started the whole thing with me reaching out to them and us reacting to your documentary, excuse me. So it's only fair that you be a part of this. You understand where I'm coming from? You think that that's a fair thing to have you here?
Sure, Phil. Let's see what you got, boy. Let's see.
All right. So it's already been said. I didn't realize that they had said this, but we'll go ahead and we'll show it anyway. And by the way, because now I'm going to start showing stuff, everybody. FYI, at the very end of the show, I am going to give you all the links to the raw files that contain all of the DMs between myself, PPP, and Andy, so you can all read them in the entirety for yourself. All right? So that way there's no shock. Look, he
The new Snorlax toy now comes with a CPAP machine. I'm sorry, that really got me.
did something. He edited anything. I've edited nothing. This is all 100% unedited. You're going to be able to watch, and appropriately, they're all nicely in PDF files, which makes sense since those guys have been sweeping for PDFs for quite some time. So now you can read all their logs for yourself online. Okay, so so we start off with the very first time that I ever talked to them, and this, I guess they've already admitted to this, that it was me that reached out to them, okay, in a DM, basically saying, hey, is this the host of Kino?
Yeah, they didn't reach out to you, dude. Nobody reaches out to you. You are the one sniffing around. You're the one that was bothering Wings. You're the one that still will not fucking let go of everything with LTG. So, good Lord. We're about halfway through. Not that this doesn't stay cringy, it does, but the cringiest part to me is over. Do you guys want to watch the rest? Do you want to go see what's going on over on Raw Phil? You guys let me know.
Kino Casino. I'm trying to find a way to talk to the guys, but I can't find anything official, okay? And so we had a conversation back and forth. Of course, the first thing we're talking about is you, Rich. I saw your vid about Review Tech threatening June the King. Today I have my take on it on my podcast. And I basically used you as the way to bridge that gap and get that initial introduction with these guys. In fact, the whole idea of us being...
So you're the Batman. You're the Batman of drama merchants going selflessly to take them down.
Notice he shows the very, very beginning of the texts before he starts oversharing, before he tries to get in thick as thieves with these dudes and starts opening up and sharing a whole lot.
You can call it whatever you want. You really can. But the point here is I was the one who initiated the contact. I was the one who actually suggested the react to your documentary. They had kind of alluded to it on their show, but they never thought it would happen because they never spoken to me before. So I contacted them and I said, let's do it. This is a genius idea. I knew that was going to make money for both of us. I knew that was going to be big. It was going to bring me notoriety. It was going to bring them notoriety. I'm the one who put that great idea out there and made it happen. All right? It was me, not them. It was my actual making it happen that started this whole thing and got this popular.
Oh, yes, it was you. You. You guys are voting for Raw Phil. So, congratulations, Philipper. I hope someone brings this up
Grow up with it
today
without-
and you hella crash out about it. Give me 1 second here and we will, I don't know when he showed up. I don't know how much skip juice we'll have. Thought he said he was doing a podcast today. So bear with me here while I get this.
What is going on, everyone? DSP here, and guess what? It's time for a weird day, because today we're covering a brand new release. We're actually covering one of the more...
How does that make it a weird day? Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you for that absolute gold dust right there. That will be a thumbnail soon.
intriguing releases of the year.
in Crimson Desert. And normally this would be a day where I'd be like, hey, it's a brand new game. Everyone's excited. Let's play it all day. Except it's not out. Crimson Desert comes out later today. And because of that, I changed the whole schedule around. We're going to talk about that because we're about to have a podcast and just a podcast on this stream and nothing else. So that'll be interesting. On today's show, we have many topics to discuss, including
Oh, I did not know this. Okay.
updates on all the ongoing playthroughs. I want to let you know where we're at with each game so that you can assess what's going on with each one and if you're interested in maybe getting caught up on a particular game that we're playing. In addition, we're going to talk about the future. Notably, there's two things that we have to figure out. Number one, what are we doing for DSP Tries It? Because we actually haven't talked about this in a while. We didn't do one this week. And because of that, now we're kind of thrown for a loop, like what's next? So we'll discuss that because maybe there's some new ideas for fast food or something that we can test or do together. I'm interested.
I thought you said you were doing pizza from somewhere. I don't care.
But in addition, my birthday's coming up. And every year I have an annual birthday marathon. We determined that this
Excited for his birthday as a nearly 44-year-old man. He's been talking about his birthday that's in April since February. Jesus Christ. Sneer Chewy, thank you for the 5. Phil's big gotcha was collabs falling through. He never considered people not wanting to work with him. No, of
year
course not.
I would basically figure out what I'm doing on that day. But the question is, what should it be? And we've had different various ideas. We just haven't locked anything in yet. All right, so we're going to talk about all of these topics, a nice chill atmosphere, lots of interaction. It should be a good time.
On this birthday marathon I'm going to have, where I make all the decisions, we haven't decided what decisions I should make yet. Fucking what?
And then we're going to prepare for Crimson Desert. All right, guys, sit back and relax. It's the final streaming day of the week, and it is time for a standalone episode of the Level 1 podcast.
Oh, yeah, he won't be here tomorrow, which is Friday or Saturday. Smokey Care Bear, thanks for the 5, honey. I appreciate you. Digital Melanin, thanks for the 13 months. Jesus fucking Christ. 4-hour-long boardroom meeting. Fucking boo. It won't be 4 hours long. It'll be 90 minutes long. We'll go 1.5 speed. It'll go faster this way. He's in such a nice rant. Oh, are these messages from the future? He's in a nice rant right now. Please, please, somebody say something about the fucking king snake. Please, I need this. He's been so fucking boring for like 2 weeks.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. It indeed is the Level 1 podcast for Thursday, the 19th of March, 2026. I'm DSP, and this is just a podcast, meaning we're not doing anything else on this stream. We're actually going to take a break afterward and then come back later today for the premiere of Crimson Desert. If you're not aware, Crimson Desert is a new game from a Korean game developer that primarily is known for making an MMO called Black Desert Online. Well, they decided they wanted to make a single-player adventure game. Great. But they used a lot, if not kind of all, of this assets from their MMO. And because of that, the game is already like a pre-installed game. Does that make sense? Like all these elements that you would use for an online multiplayer game just kind of, skinnied a bit, tightened up a bit, a little bit slimmer. But I mean, mounts and action-based combat. But there's magic, but there's also mechs, there's crafting, there's fishing, there's...
I was on Raw Live. Well, I appreciate you, because now we know he gets salty at some point. So
Versal,
thank you.
huge open world. It's a pretty crazy premise. So you might say, well, I wonder, how good can it be? Because the game did sound too good for what it was when it kept being described, right? It sounds like it has so much content. Could it possibly be good? I don't know. Could it be one of these games that's a jack of all trades and a master of none? That there's a lot of content, but none of it feels very essential or meaningful? Could it be the next Starfield, where, yeah, there's a ton to do, but most of the systems and things in the game just aren't really necessary or that interesting, and the game ends up being a bore? I don't know. And reviews, which released only 24 hours ago, are all over the place. Like, literally, you got people saying this game's a 5 out of 10, it's boring, it's repetitious, the game isn't good at all, it's wonky, it's janky, it's not polished, and then you got people saying this game is like a 9.5 out of 10, the best open world experience they've ever had in any video game, comparing it to the world of Red Dead Redemption 2. So, yeah, who knows? And I think this is one of these unique opportunities where, because I'm a variety streamer and gamer, that a lot of people will want to know my take on it. Does DSP actually like Crimson Desert, or is it really a bore? Because he's not going to pull any punches, and he's also not going to kiss butt. I have absolutely no reason to say that this game is...
Yeah, that's what I hinge every video game purchase on. I think to myself, well, now wait a minute, Toxie, don't buy this yet. You don't know how Phil feels about it. Who the fuck cares? Smokey Care Bear, thanks for the 5, honey. Phil keeps mentioning his birthday to make sure the dents don't miss his special day. It's a very good catch. It's true. He's hoping to cash in hard on his marathon and birthday circus. Oh, he better, because that last marathon was... Yikes, dude.
Better than it is or worse than it is, because I don't benefit. So I'm going to play it today for a lot of time. In fact, in order to cover it properly, okay,
I changed my entire schedule today because this game, oddly enough,
Oh no, look out now. Not changing your schedule for a whole day.
releases at 3 p.m. Pacific time. I can't even think of another video game ever in history that I've ever played that releases at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And I was like, man, how am I going to do this? Because usually I stream from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m., take a break for dinner, and spend some time with my wife. And then I come back, around 7, and I stream till like 10. And I thought, well, I want to play a lot of this game today. Reason being, tomorrow I cannot be here, and then I'm also have my regularly scheduled day off on Saturday. So being that there's 2 days off after today, I don't want to just play a taste of this game, you know what I'm saying, and then be like, oh, I didn't cover enough of it. I want to play a lot. So what's the maximum that I could really play of this game if I were to start playing it right at 3 p.m.? Well, I could just play straight through the day, all the way through until, say, 9:30, which is when I usually would end my late stream. And I said, you know what? Let's do it.
Well, is it 10 o'clock or is it 9:30? And thanks for the 220. When I think honest opinion, I think DSP gaming.
Let's just go ahead and do it. So I've redone the whole schedule. What we're going to do is hang out right now on this podcast, have a good time, and then when the podcast ends, so does the stream. All right? And then we'll come back later today, probably turn on the stream around 2:45 p.m. We'll hype it up for 15 minutes. And then when the game releases, we jump right in, we mess with it, and we play it all day, right? It's going to be very interesting because I never do anything like that for a new release. Will it be good? I want to get a good 6-7 hours of this game in today. And then once we're done playing a big chunk of it, I want to do like a special summary video that I'll actually leave as the highlighted video for the next few days on the channel, stating my initial impressions and reactions after having played it all day today. So it's going to be a fun day. Even if the game stinks, at least we'll know.
I can't guarantee it's going to be a good day. Raven, thanks for the 2. Can't wait for DSP to make himself for the 90th time. I'm not sure what you mean, but I appreciate Johnny.
And our answers, will be found on whether or not this is something that perhaps you'll be interested in playing. I'll be interested in continuing. It should
Make an ass of himself for the 90th time? Make a fool of himself for the 90th time? Suck ass at video games again for the 90th time? I don't know. I mean, really, any of those could slide
be a good experiment, okay?
He sucks at everything.
So sit back and relax and hold on to your butts for today's stream. But in the meantime, we do have quite a lot to chill and do on this podcast. Like, we have a lot of topics to cover, okay? And
we have a lot to do and chill. Well, if you have a lot to do, then you can't chill. You have a lot to do. Like, he just says words. Like,
do that in just a moment. But before we do, let's get to a couple shout outs because people have already started being generous today, and I very much appreciate that. Okay, so you know what? Let's say good morning to everyone who's actually
let's not do fucking dented roll call because I can't handle it.
all of this content, right? Shipbuilding, weapon crafting, and modding, a million factions, open world exploration with all these planets that are randomly generated, actually being able to base build and terraform the planets. I'm not kidding you. Everything I just mentioned.
Oh, that's what you mean by make himself. Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. Oh, I appreciate you saying that, Raven, because I didn't know the game creator where he's going to make it just like fucking like as himself, as a mirror image of himself, which is so gross. I am so stupid. Thank you for clearing that up. I have to laugh at my own fucking retardation. That was a good one. I'm dumb. Movie Sign, thanks for the 5. Yes, Phil, Your Majesty. The whole gaming industry must conform to your schedule for every release. I'm going to stop trying to say words.
It's completely superfluous to the game and doesn't ever have to be done. It's all worthless. It adds nothing. But those are all things that were heavily promoted and pushed. This is the new game from Bethesda, the new IP. You must play it. It's going to crush it. It's going to change everything. And it did nothing. It literally was like 5 steps back from what you wanted from a new Bethesda game. They tried so much and implemented none of it in any kind of an effective manner. It was all a waste of time. So I think that's where, with Crimson Desert, we can get into dangerous waters. Even though it sounds like it has so many cool implementations of what you would want in an open world exploration fantasy game, maybe a lot of them are not finished. Maybe a lot of them are just not needed.
Blonde moment. I'm a brunette. So I don't even get an excuse. I'm just stupid. Jerry, thanks for the 220, honey. I appreciate you. The necks of all his shirts are stretched as hell. I don't know if if that wouldn't be blurry, that'd be a great shot. I don't know if he, like, while he's wearing the shirt, does he, like, grab the neck and pull? Sometimes when people are doing laundry, if they're lazy, when they're trying to hang it up, they will pull the neck of the shirt to try to get the hanger on faster. So I've seen people do that, and they'll ruin, like, the neck. I don't know why all the necks just seem to be, like, completely, like, just like falling apart, but they are. I agree. I don't know why.
I don't care if the game has 200 hours of content if 160 hours is completely worthless and you only play for 40 hours, you beat the game and it's over, right? Like, see what I'm saying? So I'm very curious how this is going to work. I'm also curious, how will it perform on PC? Because I'm hearing different things. Some people are saying they're having horrible experiences and others are like, oh, it's great. So is it dependent on your hardware? I updated all my graphics drivers in preparation for today, so we are fully upgraded with my graphics card. We should be good to go. Hopefully everything goes smoothly.
He's having a generational crash out today. Oh, more reports from the future.
So the way this is going to work is Crimson Desert will begin around 3 p.m. We're going to play it all the way through 9:30ish. Then I'll say goodnight. And
that's what I would say if he didn't go on the same psychotic rant every day. Well, maybe we'll get a little gold dust out of it.
I will make a summary video to be the highlight video for the next few days
I think it's his weird ass head
on the channel, and then I will upload all of that 6 to 7 hours of gameplay with thumbnails, titles, and all of that to the channel. I am off from streaming both tomorrow and Saturday.
Woohoo! And the detractors rejoice.
When I return on Sunday, we'll have a Return Level 1 podcast where I'm sure I will summarize my experiences with the game today, and then we'll jump back into it. We're going to have another stream of it on Sunday, and then Sunday night will be the continuation of RimWorld, and then next week we'll have a balance. Yes, we'll still have Dragon Quest. Yes, we'll have more Crimson Desert. Yes, there'll be more Slay the Spire 2. There's going to be some indie content, and there'll be Street Fighter 6. Okay, so next week will be a good mix of everything together. It should be a really good time. Okay.
Oh, he got really salty the other night. I don't know if it was last night or what, but that Slay the Spire didn't hit the goal.
So, there you have it. Let's see how it goes today. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Maybe this will become an awesome, epic, ongoing playthrough that gets a lot of, attention.
Okay, so you're already out of things to talk about, I can tell. So what are you going to do for the next hour and 18 minutes?
Traction on the channel. Maybe the game will be boring as dirt and flop and no one will care about it. I don't know. We'll find out together. At least today should be a really interesting day, no matter what happens, right? So there you have it. Okay, so what I'd like to do now, all right? I'd like to talk about everything that we're currently doing with the games I'm playing so that everyone is up to speed on all the current playthroughs and get you into, a knowledgeable place about what to expect on the channel, because I've been juggling quite a few different kinds of games to the point where now you might be scratching your head like, well, what's going on with this one or that one? Is this one going to be continued to be played, etc.? All right. So for the record, there's only 1 or 2 other games in this whole month that I'm even interested in playing. For example, at the very end of the month, there's Life is Strange Reunion on March 26th. That's supposed to be the latest/last episode of Life is Strange that basically is going to tie up the story of Max and Chloe, which is weird because Chloe's supposed to be dead in the plot, supposedly. So I'm interested.
Wow, fucking spoiler alert if you haven't played those games. Christ.
In that. Now, that's something that we have to rush to play through and beat, but it's something that we can play casually, right? And then there's also another game called Screamer, which is some kind of a driving game. So that's at the end of the month. Do we absolutely have to rush to play those? Not really. But we also could if we need new content, depending on how things go with our current playthroughs, all right? What I'm trying to get at here is, after Crimson Desert, there's nothing super high priority this month. So we can focus on whatever we want, do whatever we want, and that's a good thing.
Why would you say that? Why would you say, after this... you say high priority, but what you really mean is there isn't going to be anything that I deem as good. Why would you tell your audience that you're not going to have anything good or interesting?
To have control of the schedule rather than say, oh, there's like 5 other games we're bogged down that we were going to have to play. It's not really like that, okay? And so, with that knowledge, let's talk about all the games that I'm currently playing. So, Dragon Quest VII Reimagined.
Oh, we have to go through all the games that he's playing. Okay.
Well, here's the truth. I really like the game. I think it's outstanding. It's a really cool modern reimagining of Dragon Quest. The problem is, for what I'm to understand, it's insanely long. Like, the playthrough right now is around
Big ups, Senior Chewie. Take it easy, honey.
30 hours long, and people are like, oh, yeah, so you're a third through the game. A third? Excuse me? Yeah, apparently I'm only a third through the game. I was thinking, oh, this game will be like 40 hours, and so...
Just hit us with a fucking squeeze me. Yikes.
So, we'll wrap it up soon. Oh, no. Not even close. And let's be honest. This game, out of everything that I've been doing in the last month and a half, has the least attendance, least engagement, and least support. That sucks. I love turn-based RPGs. I love classic JRPGs. This one is a modern reimagining of a classic in a really awesome way with the redone graphics and music. It's sad that I just can't get an audience for it. All right? However, I love it. I love the game. I like that it's chill vibes whenever we play it, and therefore, that's why I'm keep playing it. People are like, I don't get it. Why do you keep playing it if you're not really getting attendance or a lot of support for it? That's particularly why. It's kind of like the guilty pleasure game for me where people say, well, just play what you want. All right, well, I will, but then, you got to understand it. There's going to be a playthrough that's not going to do very well. As long as everything else is going well, it's okay, and that's the case here. So, it will continue, but it's always going to kind of be the playthrough that's kind of on the back burner. Meaning, yes, I'll play it once or twice a week, but it's never really going to get a major focus. It's going to be the game that gets pushed to the side when other new things and exciting things are happening, and therefore, we'll see how much we play it next week. Hopefully 2 streams and 6 hours of advancement would be nice. We'll have to see. Okay? Okay. RimWorld. We actually just played RimWorld last night. Here's where we are with RimWorld, because it's kind of interesting, all right? We've been playing RimWorld for 44 hours.
That's what a lot of people have been saying, movie sign. From what I heard, from what's already out, it won't hold your hand or give you yellow paint moments. That's going to make Dave rage, which is a win for us. I saw a lot of people that are like, yep, going to rage quit, going to rage quit. Nope, he'll quit it.
Worse. Yeah, since we started it at the very last day of 2025, in the last 3 months or so, we've played the heck out of RimWorld. And we started with a colony that I had no idea what I was doing, and you guys were trying to teach me the basics, and it fell apart, and they all died. Then I started a second colony, I immediately made mistakes, and they all died. So then we started with a third colony, and that's the one that we've now been playing with for over 30 hours. This colony constantly is in peril. People are getting the plague. Power keeps going out. Natural disasters, raids from various different kinds of people, running out of resources, etc. Just keeps happening, disaster keeps striking. But I've somehow managed to keep everyone alive.
It's going well. In fact, I think we have 10 survivors right now and climbing. We have good defenses. We're getting better armor and weapons. We're able to hold off most raids and problems. And we're finally getting the ability to get the resources we need to do the more complex stuff. So within a few streams, we may actually be able to like build a spaceship and escape and beat RimWorld. But what's funny is, I've noticed at least the last couple of streams or last few streams, attendance has been dwindling. Sometimes support dwindles, sometimes it doesn't. Like there was one stream that actually was pretty slow, but then last night went really, really well. So it's kind of like this. It's all over the place. And last night...
Wow, who would have thought? There are mountains and valleys. There are ebbs and flows. Some days will be great and some days won't be. Gee, who would have thought?
When I was talking to the audience about, you know, this playthrough, basically something was revealed to me that I didn't realize. I was told that 90% of people who play RimWorld never beat it. They really just play it for that experience of, hey, if we throw the survivors into this situation, this biome, this level of risk, right? You know how you can adjust the narrative to be different? You can have it be like very tame and easy. You can have it be very challenging and chaotic. So basically what people do, they go into this game with the mindset, I want to cause as much chaos as I can, or have it be set a certain way, a certain amount of challenges for the survivors, and then see if they can actually make it. And basically, once you get to a certain point, people are like, all right, well, got to kind of...
Why are you talking about a game that you're not even going to be playing today that doesn't... You say that there's not a big audience for it, so...
Beat the game 2 out of...
We don't want to hear about it. We don't care.
4 times. And it's my first experience ever with Slay the Spire, for the record. Like, I've never played this franchise before. I really like it. It's turn-based. It has a lot of strategy with the deck. You know, I like the visual style. I like that each one of the characters plays completely differently with their builds and how they play. I'm really enjoying myself with this game. The game itself continuously has 500,000 concurrent players on Steam alone in early access. So it's doing incredibly well for itself. It's sold millions and millions of copies. So I have a question. Why can't I really get a big audience? And why can't I get consistent support for this game?
Because you suck ass at everything that you do. Sean, thanks for the 220. Great number, that 220. Pro gamer who needs to be guided by his dent chat. I mean, and if he's not, he gets mad too.
I'm really confused. I'm scratching my head because I love it. I really do like the game. I want to keep playing it. We played with 4 of the 5 characters. We're actually doing a second run with the 4th because I kind of botched my run. And I wanted to do another one right away, so we did. And we have the 5th character to try. And then after that, we can go back and try again, maybe with different difficulties or variables. Because the thing is, every time that you play, you unlock more. So, for example, my second run with the 4th character, that Necromancer character, we're in a different location. We're fighting different enemies, which is kind of neat. I like that. So, in regards to it, I think what it is a combination of factors. Factor number 1, I am not known for playing this style of game, to be honest with you. Like,
you also suck ass.
People usually don't come to DSP Gaming to see me play indies. They don't come to see me play slow-paced, turn-based games, right?
Nobody shows up to watch you play anything except to make fun of you.
It's just something that I have to work on, is growing that audience. People that are going to want to see me play the hot new indie games, regardless of if they're action-packed or if they're more slow, methodical, and cerebral. Because this game really is a thinker's game, okay? That's number 1. But, at the same time, you know, I like it so much, I want to keep going. So now I'm faced with a tough decision, because like I already have Dragon Quest VII going on, and Dragon Quest VII isn't doing great. So how do I now say, well, that's okay. Keep playing Dragon Quest VII, which also isn't doing good, but then keep playing Slay the Spire 2, which still isn't finding much of an audience. Just keep going with these games that the viewing audience isn't really asking for, because you like them. And it's funny because I get comments like that every day. People come by and they're like, why don't you just play what you like? And the answer is pretty simple. Because I'm not a casual streamer who's just streaming for a hobby. This is also my job. All right? I'm streaming for an audience.
Yeah, but if you were a little bit smarter about it, I mean, you hate video games, so it doesn't really matter. But you could make this work out better for you, I think.
To entertain them, to engage them, to get views, engagement, and support so I can have a successful business, to have profits so that I can support my family. That's my job here. You know, I'm not just here just for shits and giggles messing around. I actually have to entertain the audience. And if the audience isn't finding Dragon Quest and Slay the Spire 2 entertaining, then sadly I have to say, well, do we play them less? Do we change the time slot? Do we not?
I think you turned off a lot of people from it when you had so much hand-holding. It ruined the fun of watching you learn, and these games, and the game's appeal is learning. You're not having fun. The audience isn't having fun. This gameplay is slower. Oof. You're boring and asking chat for help.
Play them at all. And that's a tough decision to make when you are enjoying.
I mean, literally, his whole thing, his whole YouTube chat is shitting on him. Slay the Spire 2 gameplay is slower than most. The next one down. You're boring and ask chat for help. I think you turned a lot of people off with all the hand holding. And then the bottom one is you're not having fun, so the audience isn't having fun. The whole YouTube chat is shitting on him.
What you're doing, you know? This, again, I compared...
Who's this speech for? People who aren't giving him any money.
Just the last year when I was playing Blueprints. I was having a blast with the game. Every stream, it was like we were discovering something completely new and different in the game, right?
Daddy Ryan kept paying for blueprints. You did fine.
Like, wow, a new puzzle, a new experience, something awesome and new is going on. And then I'd look at the audience and I'd have like 150 people on stream.
and no one's talking and no one's supporting. I'm like, what the hell is going on with this, man? You know?
I appreciate you, Jerry. Thank you.
Last year, I had such a unique experience with that game. I'm so happy I played it.
This guy, he sucks ass.
I'm so happy that I toughed it out, and I played it over 60 hours, but I might have just skipped it, you know, if I didn't tough it out.
I toughed it out. Sir, you're sitting in a temperature-controlled room on your ass playing video games. You didn't tough through anything. Folks who had to go through World War II had to tough through something. Okay, you've sat in this room that probably smells like depression and stale farts playing video games. You have suffered approximately 0%.
And I would have missed out on one of the most original games I played in years. So I don't really know what to do about it. You know, these are tough decisions. And the thing is, as long as things keep overwhelmingly going, we're not overwhelming.
I imagine a world where that's the most difficult decision that anybody has to make. What video game am I gonna play?
But overall, going well, meaning
in this nice squishy office chair, in this temperature-controlled room with all of this food that I have.
I'm doing great streams of games, and we're doing good support and stuff, then it's fine that I have 1 or 2 playthroughs that aren't doing that well.
Also, didn't that Dent J. Hayes, didn't he give you like $700 the other day and tell you that it was for the Spire game, whatever the hell it is? Didn't he give you like $11 billion and say, here, this is for Slay the Spire? But now you're saying that no one's giving you any money for it?
But I am nervous because, for example, the other night I had a slow stream of RimWorld, which always has been a game that's overperformed.
But you were so successful. You know, remember when you were calling the other guy poor, but now you're nervous?
Quite frankly, and always done really well. Now, if the tried and true dependable games aren't going to do so well, now I'm like, now we're going to have a problem with these games that just aren't doing well in general, right? So, yeah, it's tough. Yeah, I got to figure stuff out. Here's the thing. Right now, things are good. I'm going to keep going with what I'm doing. So next week, you will still see more Slay the Spire 2. You will see more Dragon Quest 7. Those will continue next week, okay? What I don't know is what's going to happen with Crimson Desert, like at all. I don't know if Crimson Desert will continue or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you wouldn't know what's going to happen on a game you haven't played yet. Very good.
Oh, there you have it. Yako, Mighty.
Oh, yeah, that money's already gone to Scopely. That money, especially that $300 tip that he got, nah, that shit was gone to Scopely 2 minutes after he, like, left, after he's quit streaming for the day.
Says, I would like to see more Mugenics, but I get it if it doesn't have an audience. There's an example of a game. I didn't think I was going to like it. You guys convinced me to try it. I tried it. I like it. I played it twice for half an hour to an hour now. I like the gameplay. The gameplay is very similar to Final Fantasy Tactics or South Park The Fractured.
He shit on that Mugenics game, by the way, and then played it anyway. I mean, tell me you're desperate without telling me you're desperate.
But whole, it's like the grid spatial-based, turn-based combat, and each character is unique and has different abilities that they can use. And the thing is, the gimmick of the game is that the cats basically kind of crossbreed and create hybrids of each other. So you might have a cat that has this great ability, but this also great ability from another cat, and now you can like customize your units and things, you see? And I totally get the appeal of that, except the 2 times I played it, all I got were complaints. Everyone said this game is boring as dirt. And I'm like, did you never play a grid-based RPG before? Like, it's actually very tactical, very strategic. You have to think. Do you see the pattern of what I'm saying? Gee, Slay the Spire 2, very cerebral, very tactical. You have to think and plan out your deck and your moves. Oh, look, Mugenics, you have to think and plan out your attacks on a grid. People, oh, I can't handle it. My brain's melting. It's coming out of my ears because
maybe they don't want to walk and handhold you through the game. Your complaint now, what you're going to say is that people are too stupid to understand the excellence that is you and these games that you're playing. But what I think people are more upset about is these games where you have to think more. You're relying on them to hold your hand through this.
I have the IQ of a bunny rabbit. You know? So, well, not me. I like it. But I don't know what to tell you. It's not like I'm sitting here silently playing and not talking. I'm narrating everything I'm doing. I'm talking about my thought process. I'm trying.
Yeah, you're asking the chat for help, and you get mad when they don't.
I interact with the chat when I play it. And half the people are like, what is this? Oh, there's no sparklies. There's no explosions. There's no one dying constantly. They can't handle it. They can't. You know what? I was talking to my wife about this last night. Isn't it funny that no one reads anymore? Like when I was a kid, my dad would constantly read to me. And I would see him reading in a book, and I would learn how to read words by actually seeing him read the words in a book. And I would associate that word with that sound and that meaning. And then I learned how to read from watching my dad read to me. And then I would go to school, and I already had a one-up on all the kids in school who some of them were starting at level 0 and had no idea how to read at all. Okay? It's like that level of
well, you've always started on level 1, haven't you?
Intelligence is just lost on people. Did you know we have people who are graduating from high school who don't read? I'm not shitting you. People are graduating from fucking high school and can't read. That's the level of intelligence we have on Earth today with humans. Yet now we want AI to do everything for us. Does that sound like a good idea? So when I try to stream an intelligent game and half the audience is acting like they're having a brain aneurysm, I think I understand what's going on. It's kind of messed up how bad society has become.
And we have liftoff. Put on your seatbelts. Apparently, this is about to get nice and toxic. So here we go. Fatal, thanks for the 8, honey. I appreciate you. He seems really desperate for Crimson Desert to be the big stream like Resident Evil. Maybe he should have saved some J money. Well, he never saves any money. So thanks again, honey. I appreciate you.
You know? So anyway, I am absolutely positively loving all the games we're playing. It just sucks that some of them aren't clicking with the audience right now, and there's not much that I can really do about it, right? I can't make you like a genre you don't like. I can't make you understand that I'm going to try to play more indie games on this channel and to get used to it. All I can do is say, hey, I'm going to do my best to make these playthroughs entertaining. I'm going to tough it out if they're not always doing well, and hopefully long-term we can convince people that these games are good and you should give it a try and stop being so damn close-minded, because that's exactly what happened last year with Blueprints. Oh my god, all you're doing is wandering through the same rooms over and over, and this is so boring and repetitive. Like, yeah, but do you not understand that every time we play, there's a new puzzle we're solving, there's a new overarching thing that we're doing, we're unlocking a new content, a new room, a new piece of, what? It's all the same. No, it's not. It's just that you don't have an attention span faster than, say, 5 minutes, longer than 5 minutes. You can't stand to stare at a game and actually have to think. You want explosions.
No, that's right. They don't want to think. That's correct. They're coming to you, to your stream, for entertainment. They don't want to have to tag you in the chat and talk to you and answer all of your questions and help you with the game and tell you what games you should stream and tell you, help you. That's correct. You're an entertainer, sir. It's your job to be entertaining. People don't want to have to deal with you. They don't want to have to show up on someone's stream and take care of them. Like that is not... They're there to watch you, to not have to think about whatever's going on in their life. And yes, that's correct. They want to plug in and not have to think about anything. They don't want to solve puzzles for you. They don't want to have to either tell you where to go, or maybe they haven't played the game. So you expect these people who come here to relax to sit on their phone or their laptop or what have you and find a guide and figure out where to tell you to go and tell you what to do and shit? Yes, that's correct. People don't want to show up to a stream and fucking do that. They don't want to plan out your fucking marathons with you. They don't want to fucking play these games for you. If they were going to figure out where to go and what to do, they'd probably play the fucking game. Yes, that's correct. It has nothing to do with them being stupid or retarded, or they've got 2 brain cells and they're brother and sister and they just can't stop fucking and they're getting stupider by the second. It's nobody wants to show up here and do your fucking job for you. You are supposed to be entertaining people. I know that is nearly fucking impossible for you, but that is actually your job. Wow, I can't imagine why people aren't lining up around the fucking block to do your fucking job for you and pay you. And then do your fucking job for you. Can't imagine why that's not going well, you fucking douchebag. Thanks for the 220, honey.
You want combat, you want me swearing and raging. Well, that's not going to be every game, okay? So...
Prove you're smart by giving me money, you guys.
Let's see how it goes in the next few weeks. I want to keep playing these games, but what we have to gauge, if there's other things going on that people would like to see more, we maybe have to adjust down the fly, and that's okay. But I would like to keep going with Slay the Spire 2. At least I want to play with all...
Sean, thank you for the 220. I command you to plan my birthday party. Yeah, and then show up and give me money on my birthday party. Plan it, then show up with some money, and then play the games. In fact, Phil, just get up and let them fucking come and sit in your seat, man.
5 characters and maybe play another run and see the other variables. It is an early access, so very well it could be that within another week or 2, we've done everything in the game at this point. We're like, yeah, we move on. And that's okay. We come back later when there's more characters, because right now there's 5, but apparently there's supposed to be 12 total. So I'd be down for going back when there's, more people who are engaged and maybe the game has more content. There's the other thing is, there's more than...
Well, gee, also, now you've called everybody who doesn't like your bullshit. Now you've called everybody a fucking retard. So, gee, I can't imagine why that isn't going well for you. Why doesn't anybody want to show up, and support? Don't you want to give me money and tell me what to do and be called a fucking retard? No, sir, they don't. They don't want to be called stupid. They don't want to be talked down to. They don't want to be told that they're poor. They don't want to handhold you through every fucking stage of your life.
Enough to do. Outside of everything I've just described, there's one other game we're playing, Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6 is still insanely rage-inducing because the online play is fucking terrible. Lagging, dropping of inputs, it's infuriating, okay? A lot of people don't seem to understand that it's not necessarily the game that drives me nuts, it's the fact that you can't really play the game well because they've designed it so poorly. Sorry, it's just a fact. I'm speaking facts. No one wants to hear in the FGC, but the game is a piece of dog shit online, okay? So, I do my best to play Street Fighter 6. When I do, usually people show up, engage, and support. Almost always. All right, it's not every stream, but most streams do really well. Mostly because a lot of people like to see me struggle and rage. Some people like to see me overcome, okay? I am going to play more Street Fighter 6 next week. In fact, we're at 3-star diamond rank with Alex, the new
Only fucking morons play Street Fighter. I'm gonna keep playing Street Fighter next week. Big ups, Pimp. Great job.
character. Obviously, I want to play with him more and get him to master. And then after that, we'll see what else we want to do, okay?
I don't know. I think his genuine fans do like being talked down to. You know what? I think that you might have a point. I think some of them do really seem to like to be treated like shit.
But that will continue. So you'll get your action, all right, that you're so craving. You'll get it.
Easy Toxie, you got to save energy for the upcoming crash out segment. Am I getting more tips from the future? Is there another crash out coming?
And if Crimson Desert has action, you'll also get it there, okay? So I
Tinkin, say it isn't so. Don't tease me.
certainly hope that you guys will be here next week as we continue with Dragon Quest, Slay the Spire 2, RimWorld, Street Fighter 6, and now Crimson Desert. That's what's on the agenda for next week. Yes, we will explore more games. For example, like I said, there is Life is Strange, and we may or may not play that, depending on if you guys want it or not next week. We'll see. And we'll go from there. Now, there's more
Oh, there you go. What are your top 5 favorite books? Yeah, let's see what kind of books this loser's reading.
happening as well. Let's talk about it. But first, let's do a couple quick shout-outs. Rich Cheney did a $2 Canadian Super Chat. Says, what are your top 5 favorite books? No lie, I would probably say, and I know this is cliche, probably the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Probably is my favorite trilogy of books, and I would probably say out of the 3, Return of the King is my favorite book of the 3. I would probably say the real Jurassic Park, not the movie, but the actual book by Michael Crichton, is super duper freaking good. It's actually much better than the movie and has a lot of missing content that wasn't in the movie that makes it a much more complete experience. Actually, it makes it way more scary, like a horror movie. I remember before the movies, okay, I actually really liked reading the original Da Vinci Code book, and there was a couple sequels that were made that I read, like the one was a prequel, and I liked those too. What was it, Dan Brown, is that the writer? I liked those. Probably the first 2 to 3 Game of Thrones actual books by George R.R. Martin are masterpieces, but after the first 3 to 4 books, it just goes into the toilet. It's a shame because it feels like a series that had such potential, and then you can tell the author lost interest and just...
Tell us a book that hasn't been a movie or a TV show in the last 30 years.
didn't care anymore and was writing
Anything classic that you like?
slop and then stopped writing. Let's see. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I agree. The Jurassic Park book does shit all over the movie. It's true.
Like, if there's any other books that I read that really stand out amongst the pack besides those.
Anything that hasn't been... Gotta grab this one. Anything that hasn't been a movie or a TV show in the last 30 years.
Oh, I know. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That series was hilarious. British wit. Really, really witty, interesting stuff. Good humor, dry humor, sarcastic humor, funny stuff. Really like that book series. And I read them all. I read the entire series. What was his name? Darn, I feel bad. I forgot his name now. Who's the author of those? Is it Adams? His last name was Adams?
What's the matter? You can only make up so many. Try Jay, thanks for the 10, honey. I appreciate you. I missed the Toxie filter for DSP content. He's been unbearable. He's been boring. I mean, there's always that level of like unbearability. Is that a word? Did I make a thing? But that's him. So there's that too. I don't know if it's Deggy. Whatever it is, I'm positive I'm pronouncing it wrong. So I'm just going to apologize now. I'm sorry, but I appreciate the 2. Death, taxes, and number 1. Raven, I also appreciate the 2. DSP, you're not allowed to like Jurassic Park. Fuck you.
Doug Adams. Douglas Adams. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So there you go. I would say those are my top. Not necessarily individual books, but some of those were series because they're all good. But like I would say, definitely Return.
Unbearability. No, that's... If it wasn't a thing, it's now a thing. Somebody write it down.
Return of the King was my favorite of the Lord
List of the stupid shit Toxie says. Somebody take a note, please.
of the Ring series, and I would say, man, see, out of the Douglas Adams books, there's a lot of, they're all good. Probably The Diner at the Edge of the Universe is probably the best one, I think. The Diner at the Edge of the Galaxy, that's what it's called. There you go.
Oh my God, move on.
Like, I could go back and be like, yeah, I remember when I read Oliver Twist in high school. I really liked that book too. But guess what? It's been made into
Oh no, don't step into the classics and start stealing my favorite books. You can go fuck
Food?
yourself.
that you would like to see me try. If not, then I might have to brainstorm on my end if there's anything local to try. But the thing is, when I do local businesses, they don't usually do well for episodes. Okay? Is there
Add it to the Toxicon. Ooh, I love it. Yeah, just filled with absolutely retarded shit I've said.
anything going on right now
Which is like almost everything. I don't know how we'd fit it all in.
do with fast food? Is there a pizza chain? Is there something with burgers? Is there something with Taco Bell? Is there, you know what I mean? That's worth doing. I'll tell you right now, I'm not doing that Taco Bell bacon ranch chicken bullshit. That's disgusting. It's not Mexican food. It's gross slop. I'm not wasting time on that shit. Just like people are like, will you try the new Whopper? Well, I will
He was so excited for Taco Bell too.
when there's a reason to go to Burger King. The new Whopper is literally the same exact Whopper burger with a new bun and a different flavored mayonnaise. That is not a reason to go to Burger King and buy it. It's not even interesting DSP tries it. It's kind of boring. So I'd like to go back there at some point when there's something else to actually do too.
Dente's Ginferno.
Right? We don't have Whataburger here, sadly. I wish we did. That would be something new to try. Actually, Super Bonchon says, the new Whopper is the reason to go to Burger King comes in a box now. Actually, it's half the Burger Kings aren't even doing it in the box. I know because my wife, you know, has watched various people on YouTube, and she's like, she watches some of these taste test things, and some people got it, and it still comes in the paper anyway. Oh, the new Whopper, it looks exactly the same, it even comes in the old packaging. Oh, how exciting, right?
Sorry for being too retarded for turn-based.
Someone took $2 says, did you avoid a non-adaptation book question because you've not read enough of them? No, it's because most of the good books I've read always are adapted. Almost always. In fact, it's harder for me to think of good books that I've read that were not adapted because they almost always have been made.
Yeah, but pick one that wasn't from the last 30 years. You know, Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones and Jurassic Park and, you know, name something that wasn't a movie in the last, like, 30 years.
Into movies or whatever, you know, if they had a following as a book.
Yes, lots of books have been turned into movies. Sure, even some of my favorite books have been turned into movies. Yeah, but they weren't written in, like, you know, 2006.
Book that happens every time.
You're just picking the most popular shit off the top of your head.
Alrighty, let's see here. So someone, tip $4, says, I don't know if Crimson Desert will be your kind of game. People are saying it's a 100-hour open world. The game apparently doesn't explain anything and has no story.
Oh my goodness, 100 hours. That sounds like a lot.
Well, let's see. Like, here's the truth. If the game loop is interesting, if we start playing and we're exploring, we're discovering all kinds of new interesting things and challenges, and you know what I mean? It might be fun. Even if there is no direct storyline or whatever, it might still be good. Again, all I want to say is let's relax and let's chill and let's enjoy it at face value. Let's not preconceive it. Let's not, how can I say? Let's not try to demand anything from it. Let's just play it and enjoy it today. Let's treat it as a big experiment. That's why I cleared my day to do it, right? Let's see how it goes, okay? I received a $5 tip. This is our first tip animation of the day. And this person says, I'd like to stay anonymous. Kudos to you for changing your schedule around so now we can have maximum Crimson Desert coverage. I'm on the fence about it. I'm looking forward to watching your coverage to make up my mind. I have heard the first 8 hours are kind of slow. All right, well, you know what? If that is the case, it's actually a good thing that we're doing it all today, right? We're playing for 6 to 7 hours today. Let's get through the slow build stuff, so when we play it again on Sunday, maybe we'll get to the good stuff, right? There you go. Let's see. Thank you for the tip. Also, Greg did a $2 super chat. He says, sorry for being too regarded for turn-based. Well, first of all, you can say retarded. There's nothing wrong with that word. Being honest.
You really shouldn't. It is considered hate speech, and you can get reported for it. And if YouTube feels like it, they can fuck with you if you say, like, retard or retarded too much. So I'm just throwing that out there, that it is technically, I think, as far as, like, YouTube, TOS, I do believe it is a breach as it is considered hate speech. But I just, you know, I'm just saying. So, Ian, thanks for the 5. I guarantee Phil didn't read A Song of Ice and Fire. I assume that is George R.R. Martin spends hundreds of pages describing food, and Phil can't describe an itch in his groin.
It is not. All it means is that, essentially, like, for example, when you talk about something that's flame retardant, what does it mean? It means that something is not...
You're not saying flame retardant. You're not... I would love to know how you are going to have the words flame retardant like morph into calling somebody retarded.
Easy to catch fire. It actually kind of prevents fire. It slows down fire. There's nothing
So everyone who is retarded can't catch on fire? What?
wrong with the word. It's not offensive. Okay? It's not. Humans are dumb, and they take the most inoffensive, nonsensical words, and they make them offensive because they're silly snowflakes.
Well, I agree. I agree that you should be allowed to say it. Especially somebody like me who grew up in the 90s, and when I was growing up in the 90s, everything was either retarded or it was gay. That was it. Those were like the only two insults you could get where everybody would be like, ooh, you know? So I don't think people should be offended by words. They're simply words. But I mean, it is what it is.
Just want to be offended by everything because they're bored. I'm going to repeat what
I don't disagree with that. I think people get a little bit too upset about words, but
I just said. People get offended all the time because they're bored, because they have nothing to fucking do. If they actually had things around them that were like dangerous or risky, or if they had any kind of stress or strife in their lives, they wouldn't be scared by fucking words. Okay? You're only scared by a word because your life is too insulated and boring. Period. Okay? You give power to
I have to say, My life is pretty, I don't want to say like dull and boring, but I have a very stable life, and I don't know. I'm not sitting around looking to be offended. There's very few things you could say that would be like offensive to me. I just don't particularly care because like they're words. I don't give a fuck, especially not from like some loser on the internet.
A word and claim that it's offensive, it means that you're a simpleton. Okay? Just saying that. So
Yeah, but you don't say simpleton though.
there's nothing wrong with the word retarded because it actually has a meaning. And if you use it properly, it's not offensive. All right? Now, if you're saying you're mentally slow and that's why you don't like games that have to make you think, I'm sorry to hear that. Really, I am. I'm actually very sorry to hear that because I love games that make me think. Like some of the better playthroughs that I think I've done over the years, for example, the game Soma. Okay? This is a game from the makers of Amnesia. And when Soma came out, I loved it, but everyone criticized it and said, oh, it was too boring or whatever. I was like, well, did you think about the actual topic of the game? That basically, what is life? What is sentience? If someone were to copy your consciousness and make an AI clone of you, is that clone alive? Is that clone really you living on if you were to die? Is there an afterlife? Is there a soul? Is there the human condition? The fact we're all going to die someday. I'm playing this game, and this game is making me think of all these insanely, deep, big-brained issues. Most people playing the game are like, where's the monsters? I don't get it. There's no monsters every 5 seconds? No, stupid. You're supposed to think when you play this game. You're supposed to be scared by the psychological horror of the human condition that we're all going through right now, and it went right over your head because you're a dunce. Okay? So those are some of my favorite games, right? When I play them, I love those kind of games, all right? And sadly, sometimes the audience, I can't connect with them. And I don't know what I can do, I had to say, it's probably people who grow up without people who raise them properly to make them think. And what I mean by that is, I hate to say, I think in modern society, what's happened is a lot of people have kids just because they can have them and they think that it's their right, but then they don't actually take on the experience.
Oh, here you go. If you love games that make you think, why are all of your playthroughs these days, if I could English, that'd be great, the most handheld playthroughs on the internet? Oh, this is gonna be. Is this the crash out that I was waiting for?
Of being a parent. They don't teach the kids jack shit. They plop the kid down. It used to be plop the kid down in front of the TV, but now it's plop the kid down in front of the smart device. Give them a phone or iPad when they're a kid, and they just sit there staring at the fucking internet, not learning a goddamn thing. Can't even read when they're in high school, and then they come out of life acting basically like a non-sentient animal, just walking around following, clicking memes, and fucking around like they're stunted.
They wouldn't be able to read the memes if they couldn't read, but okay, I guess. They wouldn't be able to be on the internet too awful long if they couldn't read. I mean, unless you're just there for I don't know, porn or something.
How do you not like a game that makes you think? No, I need explosion. I need big boom 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 booms. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're the people who sat there and watched all the Michael Bay Transformers and TMNT movies and thought they were the best thing ever. Like, oh my God. I just don't get it because video games used to be the thinking man's thing, the thinking man's hobby, right?
That's why you couldn't get through GoldenEye 64, right? That's why you couldn't kill the first guy, right? On that game for the 64 that you had back when everybody had to be smart.
Why am I so upset with what has happened with modern fighting games? Because they don't take intelligent thought to play anymore. To be good at fighting games back in the day.
Then why aren't you good at it? If every quote-unquote retard is good at Street Fighter, then why aren't you any good at it? You really have to stop saying that these kind of games are games for quote-unquote retarded people, and then you're not good at them. That actually makes you sound slower and more inept than people who have some sort of disability.
Yes, you needed hand-eye coordination and you needed muscle memory, but you actually needed to be fucking smart. You had to be intelligent to play them because you had to have strategy. You had to be thinking. You needed to react, but also have an overall overarching plan for when you play. Today, it's, I watch video, I learn combo, I copy-paste, pattern. You could be an idiot and play fighting games today at a competent level.
Then how come you're not any good at it?
That's not a good thing. You've taken away the thing that made them challenging and fun. You made them for the masses and you made them for stupid people, and now they're just boring. That's not good.
Then if it's boring and it's so easy, then why are you still playing it? Sir, do you want a shovel for the hole that you're digging, or do you just want to keep using your hands like an animal?
You understand? We could have still had that kind of stuff over here, but still had the smart stuff here. Instead, you got rid of the smart stuff, pushed it to the side, and said, now everyone must play the stupid stuff. That's why Street Fighter 6 frustrates me.
I don't know. I don't particularly want to use a whole lot of brain cells when I'm playing video games, but that's why I play silly little sim games, fucking Planet Zoo is what I'm playing right now. I'm building a zoo. I mean, you have to think a little bit, but it's not that particularly taxing.
Okay? So when I play a smart game that takes intelligence to understand and like, and my audience says, duh, I can't stand it, it's boring, and I can't get an audience for it, it's like, oh my God.
Gee, now that you've called everybody retarded, I can't imagine why no one's going to show up now.
At what point will the world become the world of Wall-E, where everyone's just a fat blob sitting in a fucking robot chair and it does everything for you, tubes up your nose and in your fucking ass, and you just sit there getting pumped all day and you don't do anything? What's the point of fucking existing? Anyway, so, all that being said, where were we even talking? What were we even talking about?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Grandpa, you forgot where you left off, didn't you?
Greg was saying
Oh, I'm not talking shit about Planet Zoo. I love it. I have entirely too many hours invested in Planet Zoo.
he was too slow to enjoy turn-based games. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe one day you'll actually get an intelligence level and an attention span level where you can actually sit down and enjoy something that's a slow burn that makes you think. Not everyone has it. You know what? I don't necessarily think that it's your fault. It's probably your parents. It's probably society as a whole that's tried to milk you and turn you into just some kind of a, you know, not even consciously thinking cog in a machine, right? Make that person breathe and consume. We don't care if they think, as long as they keep breathing
Says like the #1 consumer that's ever consumed in consumerdom.
and consuming, and we can get something out of it. It's pretty fucked up. Anyway, let's continue. Papa's
Seriously, he has a fat wife and is yelling shit about fat people. She never hears this. She might be at work, ? I don't know. Maybe she is home. Usually when the cat is in the room bothering him, that means that she's not there. So the cat isn't there. So maybe she's home. I don't know.
Papa Slap Nuts did a $2 super chat. He says, Crimson Desert is cringe. We want Dragon Quest. Well, there you go. Don't worry.
Digital Melanin, thank you for the 5, coming from the man that is responsible for yellow paint hand-holding in video games. Exactly. He was used as an example.
Worry, because Dragon Quest will continue, okay? It will continue.
Be proud of your zoo. I am pretty proud of my zoo. I just did a Himalayan brown bear habitat, and then I just got my West African lions. And because I'm moving to the central part, you put all the, you know, the like lame animals at the beginning. You know, you want to make people walk all the way through to the center of the zoo. And I'm doing the very cliche lions and tigers and bears. And so I still have to do tigers. Although I might not do tigers. I might do cheetahs. I don't know. But yep, that's the kind of lame shit that I do.
And then we have Pizza Cake with a
and I'm very, very excited about it.
$5 super chat. If you love games that make you think, why are your playthroughs the most handheld playthroughs on the internet? They're not. That's just what my detractors say. So you just proved that you're retarded. Like, you actually proved that you're slow. You need someone to Pied Piper play the pipe and guide you along your path because you can't watch content and understand it for yourself. You're too dumb. You're too stunted. So you need some cult leader to follow you to a...
But they're watching clips of you. Yes, they're on detractor channels. They might watch Duty or, you know, WPIG or Urban Style Individual or myself or somebody else, but we're just showing clips of you where you're saying, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. Somebody tell me. Somebody help me.
Conclusion about something, and that's what you've done. You're an idiot. Which kind of is proven by the fact that you sent me $5 to say that. Oh, then the person actually sent me another $2 to try to insult me again. Thank you so much. I mean, people who send money to insult people are probably the dumbest people on earth. Very nice.
I mean, I don't know how far you're going to get with that $7, where 30% of it goes to YouTube and another 20% goes to the tax man. So, I mean, have fun with your tree fitty, I guess.
Someone took $2 says, do you remember Supremacy MMA? It was one of my favorite playthroughs you did back in the day.
If we paid $20, can we name the animals? Oh my gosh, that really got me. If I streamed it, no, we could just name the animals.
All I remember about Supremacy MMA is that anytime that I tried to concentrate, the game had the worst soundtrack I've ever heard, and it gave me a fucking headache, so I couldn't even, like, competently pay attention to what was going on in the game. So there you go. Alex from Phoenix did a $5 super chat, and he says, you know, I've heard that this game does not hold your hand at all when it comes to puzzles or gameplay, so it should be fun.
I mean, he's right there. It's stupid to send him money. I agree. That is stupid. Yay. But the thing about it is that he won't read anyone's messages, especially the insulting ones, if they're not in the little colored bubbles. So you have to get his attention. You have to, I mean, and I don't want to sound, I don't know, this might make me sound whatever, but if you're going to say something, was it Wings that said something about like write your insult on the back of like money or something like that? Like, yeah, if you're going to say something shitty about me, then, like, yeah, give me $5. Money's money. I don't care how we get there.
There you go. If anything, this should be a fun playthrough where we can hang out and interact, and I'll try to figure it out as much as I can, and then you guys can help me along the way if there's something I'm not catching on or understanding, and that'll be part of the fun social experience of the game. Some games are just meant to be better experiences.
Big up, Sherry. Take it easy, honey.
You experience them with a crowd, and maybe that's the case with this game. I guess we'll see. Marky says, I hear the combat will be easy to pick up but difficult to master. People are comparing learning to combos in Street Fighter. Seriously? Wow. I wonder, is it a combat system that
Oh God, don't make it sound like Street Fighter. He'll never be able to play it.
experience of what it really is? Dennis Reynolds did a $5 super chat says, what have you accomplished in your adult life that would prove to anyone that you're of higher intelligence? Have you programmed or developed anything? Let's see. For the greater part of 15 years, despite the most of the internet trying to make me fail, I have succeeded. I have grown. I've improved. And I get people like you to pay
That's why you're talking about how bad all your gameplay, like all your streams are doing.
me to think that you're insulting me when in reality you're doing exactly what I want and you're allowing me to have a nice, lavish life. So thanks for the $5.
Remember that he has a lavish life the next time he tells you that he needs money. Remember that he's living a lavish lifestyle the next time he complains he didn't hit the goal.
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't want to hear that, did you? Do you think someone stupid could do that? Make you do exactly what I want? Like, literally, you're just playing right into my hands right now? I don't know. Why don't you respond by sending me another $5?
Are you that thirsty for $5, which would be $2.50 by the time everything is said and done? That doesn't make them look bad, although I don't think that you should give him money, but you're the one begging for $2.50, sir.
Amber Heard's, speaking of it, Amber Heard's third did a $2 super chat. Says, Slay the Spire is something I would play at the doctor's. Okay, me too. And I would also play it at home. And I would also play it everywhere because that's one of the beautiful things about the game is that you can play it anywhere because it runs anywhere. Amber Heard's third did another $2 super chat. Says, you should have played Cope-A-Versary.
Right, does lavish mean his kitchen is falling apart? Exactly.
It's a missed opportunity. Again, I'm not against playing Cope-A.
Toilets don't work, dishwasher don't work, fucking kitchen's a nasty ass mess.
I'm also not against playing Pokemon Leaf Green or Fire Red. These are all very viable options of games that we can start playing. So if things do slow down with the games and it's not working, or we need something new for the schedule, let's say Crimson Desert isn't that good and we decide not to continue with it, we could easily jump into one of these Pokemon games. That's fine. That's your call. We'll see what happens.
This is the same guy that stays online at the end waiting for a couple bucks to come in. Right, this is a sad, pathetic fuck that'll go into fucking overtime for $12.
Someone tipped $2 and says, a lot of your longtime fans, okay, might
What, all both of them? Okay, all both of the people who still like you.
only like more action-based games and might only show up for them. Now, here's the thing. I want you to understand something because I've tried to be clear, but a lot of people, again, if you have a simpleton's logic, you would never
His dishwasher works. Not that dishwasher. Yeah, Cat has a retail job, but that dishwasher only works like fucking like what, like 12 hours a month?
understand the complexity of thought that I talk about on stream, okay? I'm a variety streamer for a reason. I'm a variety streamer.
Correct, because everybody has a wallet with $1 in it, and you would like all of those dollars. That's why you play all this different bullshit and talk so fucking high and mighty that you do variety streaming, despite the fact it makes you slower and more inept than everybody else who's playing all these games.
Because I want to appeal to a wide variety of people who have different tastes and will show up for different kinds of games. Okay.
Correct, because every person has a wallet with $1 in it. Correct, very good.
Okay. So if you like thinking games, you know, that take intelligence to figure out, I'm going to play them. If you like action games, Call of Duty or Street Fighter 6, I'm also going to play that. You see, I have a wide audience. They don't just all show up at the same time. Right now, I actually have quite a good audience.
But if you have such a huge, great, wonderful, terrific audience, number one, why do I have almost as many viewers as you right now? Number two, if you have this great audience, then where's all your money? Why aren't they just throwing? Why don't I see 5, 10, 10, 5, 5, 20, 100? Why don't I see all these super chats flying everywhere? Where's all your kicks? Where's all your memberships? You have this huge fan base, right? Everyone just fucking can't get enough of you. So then where's all your money, bro, if everyone loves you?
For this podcast, but I bet there'll be more people later when I'm playing Crimson Desert who weren't interested in the podcast. But then when I play Street Fighter next week, we'll have a different crowd.
Trust me, the podcast is the most interesting thing he'll do today.
And then when I play Slay the Spire, again, there'll be a different crowd. You add all those together, I've got thousands of people who watch me over the course of a week, all unique viewers, but they only tune in.
Yeah, they all watch Raw Phil, sir. They all watch Raw Phil. And big ups and long live Raw Phil, and I hope he gets 11 billion subs today. So fuck you and long live Raw Phil.
For what they like. That's by design. That's not, I messed around and stumbled into it. That's exactly the thought process that I had when I started as a creator 18 years ago. I said, I want to play everything, because then people will want to be on DSP Gaming for a big variety of content. Therefore, I'm not beholden to one style or genre, because genres have trends like this. You might be at the height of popularity for fighting games, and all of a sudden they fall off. Well, if I just play fighting games, what else am I going to do for my content, right? So because I do everything, I have this appeal. You're absolutely right. There are long-standing fans.
Yeah, you have a lot of appeal when you're calling everybody a retard. I think that just makes people. How do you not have 12,000 people watching you right now?
Of mine who were around back in the day before I played a variety of games. I wasn't playing indies. I wasn't playing thinking man's games. It was a lot of action, right? So they're there for Call of Duty. They're there for Street Fighter. They're there for, the next big AAA game, and then they won't come back for another one. Like, they were here for Resident Evil 9, and now they're gone, and they're not going to come back for a while. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I enjoy that a lot.
And that's perfectly okay. You know what's not okay? Coming by to my Slate Spire stream to complain that the game is boring. That's what's not okay. Because no one cares about your opinion. Just because you don't like that game doesn't mean that other people...
So now everyone is stupid and retarded and you don't value their opinion. Remember that. Remember that you don't value anyone's opinion the next time you're acting like a bumbling wuss and a moron and you're asking everybody for help. Remember, you didn't value anything that they had to say before. But now you need them because you need the help because you're too stupid to figure out what the fuck you're doing. Because you're an idiot. Remember that when you need people's help. Remember that you shit all over everybody and called them broke and stupid and retarded and that their thoughts, feelings, and opinions are irrelevant to you. Remember that when you need something. That's really going to go over well for you in the long run, to just shit all over everybody and burn every bridge you could possibly fucking find. Big ups. Congratulations. How are you not on the fucking cover of Forbes?
Don't have the right to like it. And particularly, again, if it's a game that needs a certain level of intelligence and you're complaining you don't like it, it's boring, gives you a headache, that might say more about you than the game, don't you think? That's what I'm saying. Okay. Kmart Punk with the $2 Super Chat says, where's Animaniacs for the SNES? I have no idea. I don't know if I ever played Animaniacs on SNES or if the game even exists, does it? I'm sure it probably does because everything had a game tie-in back in the day. But I don't particularly know why you're asking for it. Okay, so anyway, we got derailed by a whole bunch of contributions. I appreciate the contributions, really I do. But the question is, what are we going to do for the next DSP tries it? Okay? What are we going to do? I'm curious. Any ideas?
Well, I wouldn't tell you anything now because you've called me broke and stupid and retarded. And what my opinion doesn't matter, right? So why would I tell you what I want you to do for DSP tries it? Why would anybody tell you anything now?
Because I was looking for ideas and I didn't really get many suggestions. You know, is there anything going on currently?
Wow. You mean no one's suggesting anything now that you've shit on everybody?
Besides the new Whopper, is there anything going on currently that you guys would like to see? Diapers. The Turd Burger. I'm getting really intelligent responses. Indian food. I mean, we've done Indian food before a while ago. We could do it again if there was interest. Let's see. We did it only like 5 months ago. Butter chicken, lamb biryani, naan, and samosas. DSP tries episode 230.
Someone here says, can you order sushi? He'll tell you, no, it's too expensive. Real Italian food. He'll tell you there's no good Italian food there. Croatian food.
5. So we did it recently. Yeah, we only did it, you know, like 6 months ago. So don't know if it would be that interesting to do it again when we just did it. Sushi we did, it didn't go down well. I ordered a whole bunch of sushi and tried like 3-4 kinds, and people were like, well, this is boring. I'm like, well, yeah, all you're doing is showing a piece of sushi and tasting it quick. There's not much to it. It's kind of simple food.
There's not really much to showing a Whopper and taking a bite either, dumbass.
You know?
It's all just food. We've all seen sushi. We've all seen a Whopper. Yeah, good job, dumbass.
Oh, I've never eaten canned sardines. No, that doesn't sound too appetizing. There is no Krispy Kreme around here, Momochai. Buffalo Wild Wings sweet chili crisp sauce. Ugh. You guys mentioned Buffalo Wild Wings, and I'm like, well, number one, I really don't want fried chicken, and number two, I went to Buffalo Wild Wings a long time ago.
Then why are you asking for these people's opinion? Now you've said no to sushi, now no to fucking B-dubs. Like, okay, then why are you asking?
Oh, and it was terrible here. But that doesn't mean today it would still be terrible, but I'm just like dreading going there. I really am. Lily got buffed in Street Fighter 6, is this correct?
Wow, you sure didn't read that Justin Wong part of it. And now we're off on another tangent because he can't hold the thought.
He canceled that into either move now. That's actually going to be really useful. Lily can now
Who cares?
do a big combo like 2 condo dives into an air level 2 for massive damage. Yeah.
Who cares?
I mean, clean playthrough starting from scratch.
Who cares? I'm over you and your like shitty fucking attitude and how nasty you are to everybody. You're a miserable, insufferable.
Could I do private
prick.
lobby with the community? It would lag the shit. We've done that before. It just lags like crazy. I'm telling you. Like I would be willing to play. I mean, I have all these Capcom collections. I have Capcom Fighting Collection 1, Capcom Fighting Collection 2, right? Collection 1 has all the Darkstalkers games, has Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, and has, I think, Super...
No one cares.
Pizza Hut has absolutely nothing going on.
What should Phil do on his birthday? You know, that thing where everyone told him he should do what, you know, he wants to do?
Domino's apparently has nothing going on. He says there's a new specialty pizza. Oh, that disgusting chicken bacon ranch. Forget that shit.
Don't shit on chicken bacon ranch now.
Papa John's just still has the new pan pizza. Nothing special, just that. Okay.
Didn't he say there was a lot to talk about? He says there's a lot to talk about every day. He was out of shit to talk about an hour ago. So I guess these are the choices for the birthday. Mega Man. Jesus Christ. Super Mario World. Jesus Christ. And Classic Street Fighter on PC. Jesus Christ. It's a tie. We don't want any of these.
Burger King is advertising their new Whopper.
New Domino's pizza is pretty good. Oh, what kind of pizza is it?
Yep.
You can't just say pizza's good and then not share details. I need details.
We just did Wendy's. They're not going to have anything.
Chicken Bacon Ranch, hold the ranch. Blasphemy. How dare you?
Wendy's has nothing. It's the same shit we just did. Carl's Jr. still has the same exact stuff that Cali XL that we tried 4 months ago. The Western Burger, it's the exact same menu. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like Carl's Jr. I enjoyed it. But it ended, and people voted for Classic Street Fighter on PC. The thing is, it would probably be incredibly hard to find opponents. When is my birthday this year?
You already did this. You don't know when your birthday is. We already did this. It's Monday. It's the day after Easter. We've done this.
A Monday. In the middle of a random Monday, we're going to try to find opponents in classic fighting games like Third Strike.
Then why did you make it an option? You made the poll, you fucking idiot. Why would you make that an option and then shit on people when they pick it? That's not fair. That's not even fucking fair to people. You give people the options, they choose it, and then, oh yeah, that'll go over really well. Then why did you make it an option for them to fucking pick from? And anyway, also, weren't you supposed to fucking be picking what you did for your birthday? Jesus Christ.
Street Fighter 2 Anniversary Edition, Darkstalkers, Marvel vs. Capcom 1, 2, and X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and CVS 2. I doubt we're going to find anyone, to be honest. We could try. Like, maybe what we would do is we'll set it up to be that and see what happens. And if we just can't find anyone, then we play Mario. You know what I mean? Like, that would be the day. Is that we're either going to be doing Mario or we're going to be doing Street Fighter, and we kind of figure it out on the fly depending on what's available, right?
Pretty sure Super Mario World is always going to be available.
Okay. There's only I can think
It's the illusion of choice, but then you're mocked when you make the choice.
of that would make it, realistic that it could happen. Have I ever done a marathon?
This is just like, this is so fucking dented. Y'all, like, this is some hella fucking 220 shit. My brain hurts. I think I'm losing brain cells.
Without drinking? Yeah. I've done marathons without drinking. We only started doing that, what, a year and a half ago? Yeah. Again, we started doing it because I was trying to get support, and it would be like, oh, well, if I hit a certain amount of support, I have a shot. Now, I don't even need to do that anymore because we're not doing goals or anything. You see? So this person has a racist name. You're banned. You think I'm stupid? You think I'm going to try to read that? So yeah, like I was saying earlier, could we possibly get some kicks or a sub on Kick? We've had 0 kick support today. We've had a good amount of super chats on this stream.
No, you live a lavish lifestyle, right? So go fuck yourself. Go over there and live lavishly, you fucking lady of luxury. Go over there. I ain't giving you shit.
We had some tips. They're all small tips, but we've had some tips, all right? But we got nothing from Kick whatsoever. You're all over there watching. How many do we have? Are you kidding me? We have 114 viewers on Kick right now. 114, and none of you are going to contribute to the stream.
No, they're just watching you crash out.
Maybe I'll just turn the stream off. Let's turn it off, guys. Ready? Here we go. Let's turn off the Kick viewership right now, and let's see how they like it. Here we go. Stop. There we go. Just turned it off. Now they can't watch. To hell with that. I didn't turn off the Kick stream for the record. Yeah.
No, we know. You're desperate for that 34 cents you make.
Let's go. Let's get one person on Kick to contribute something. And not a single kick. I mean something that I can count, like 100 kicks or a sub. Let's go. Let's get one single person to contribute one contribution from Kick right now. Buckwell, I just said not one kick, so I don't count you.
But Toxie Scopely needs its pound of flesh. I know they do.
How dare
Will he get his one sub?
you? Do I promise not to ban you? Are you banned now? You're not banned now. Why would I ban you? If you obey the rules, I will never ban you. And the rules don't mean to not make fun of me and not razz me. As you can see, everyone in Kick Chat does that. It's when you go too far. It's if you get personal and you say fucked up stuff about my family, or you actually, make stuff up that's toxic memes that aren't true. That's the difference between saying, Bill sucks at video games and shit like that. You know what I mean? Phil is 1 pound overweight. Well, that's completely false. I'm more than that overweight, so I'm going to ban you. Actually, I wonder. I'm 177 right now. I wonder if that would be considered overweight for my height of 5'11". I don't even know anymore. I've been so used to being overweight for such a long time that I actually wonder if I'm overweight anymore, or if I've actually gotten down to the right weight now.
I don't know. You kind of got Ozempic face, dude.
Insanely loud. You want to get unbanned on Kick? Art, are you not going to act like an asshole? Because that's why you got banned. I banned you because you were a complete prick. There, I unbanned you. Now, the moment that you act like a fool, I'm going to ban you permanently and make sure you never come back.
Ooh, look out now.
Noble Time says he's 6 feet tall and his doctor says 180 is his goal weight. Okay, so I'm right about there. Like I said, what's good is I turned the corner. I started gaining muscle weight, because I was down to 170.
Bitch, where? No, we're not doing this.
To end the show by 1:30, because then I'm going to get ready to have a meal, and then in about like around 2:30, 2:45, I'm going to come back and we're going to start with Crimson Desert. So we got about another half an hour to chill for the podcast today, okay?
Oh boy, 2 hours of this.
You want to unban John Diaper? Sure. I don't know who that is. I unbanned John Diaper. There you go. What a great name. We watched the Crimson Desert trailer to hype? No, we're going to play a giant stream of Crimson Desert in just like 2 hours. Let's just wait for it. Let's not go crazy. I'm excited for it, but let's not go nuts. Can I unban Roddy Trotter? That's a hard ask. I could do it, but if he acts up again, I'm just going to have to ban him in the videos.
Oh my
the show
God.
would always be
Move on.
supported. It didn't matter how the stream did, because people were already paying for the show to exist. But we started off with like over 100 people paying, and by the time it was over, it was like 20. So it basically became not viable again, and the streams just didn't do good. So what can you do?
I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I do not care. I'm over
Do I eat hummus?
this.
I do have hummus from time to time, and I really enjoy it. It's delicious. No, there is no authentic Italian stuff out here. Any Italian that I ordered would be insanely overpriced and just slop. I know, because my wife and I have tried it. We ordered from an Italian restaurant that was close, and we ordered 2 dishes. What did we get? We got the chicken.
I don't know if you'd consider them crash outs. Where are you looking at, man? Like, there ain't nothing up there. The answers ain't up there. I don't know if you call them crash outs, but yeah, he got a little crazy a couple of times, calling everybody stupid.
When did Ryu beat Akuma? Ryu beat Akuma in like every game. All the Alpha series, he beat him.
I thought I had like way more than enough skip juice, but if he's going till 1:30, it isn't even 1:30 his time yet. So yeah, like my skip juice is winding down, and he's still sitting here yapping. I'm still team divorce. I'm gonna be right in the end. Hey, listen, we found out that she's still there, so it can still be, fucking team roommate.
Didn't he beat him in Street Fighter 5 as well at the end? I think he did. Again, the lore of Street Fighter is so uncertain because it never really was important, and a lot of the times the games would almost retcon the endings of the last one, so no one really remembers. I don't remember. No one played Street Fighter for the story. Let's just put it that way. What are my thoughts on fettuccine alfredo? It's all right. I'll admit sometimes if you get a good fettuccine alfredo, it can be pretty tasty. A lot of the time they become too creamy or cheesy, and it's just overwhelming. So I don't really eat it. I wouldn't eat it often. Like if I went to an Italian restaurant, I probably would never get a fettuccine alfredo. I prefer red sauce.
I mean, this is where we are at this point in this really, really important podcast. What are your thoughts on fettuccine alfredo was the question. Like this is where we are.
Unbanned corpse hammer? Who's that? I don't remember a corpse hammer. Where is there a corpse hammer? Rum cakes? No. I did have the rum cake last year from, I forget.
You know who bought you the rum cake. It was Rare Tricks. Don't be an asshole. Now he's just not gonna. He's tapped out. He wants to leave. So
You're an idiot. You don't make good games anymore. What do you think was gonna fucking happen? People were gonna like not ask you? You're an idiot. You're a dunce. You created your own personal hell, and now you deserve to stir in it or sit in it and stew in it. Is what I meant to say. Shadow My Sonic, thanks for $5. Do you think Requiem's a top 5 Resident Evil game? That's a hard thing to answer.
no, it isn't. Yes, it is.
Because a lot of people think of different things about Resident Evil, right? And
Oh, I'm not going into another fucking.
not to say that
You kept calling Grace Claire. Like I'm not dealing with
I
you.
wasn't fat, but so when I worked in the office, right? People would be there. They would like have a can of Pringles, and they'd be like, "Phil, do you want a Pringle?" And I'd say, "Sure." And I take one Pringle and I eat it, and I start to walk away. They go, "Wait, what are you doing?" I say, "Because I'm leaving. I have my Pringle." You're only gonna have one. Yeah. It's just this tiny snack. That's all I want. I'm gonna walk away. I can't believe you ate just one. Yeah, that's the kind of guy I am. Discipline. I don't need a fucking more than one. That's fine.
How's that discipline going with WWE champions?
I don't even know what you're talking about. My face drooped for a million years. My face has looked like this for 100 years. Basically, ever since I got fat when I was in my late 20s, my face has looked like this. It hasn't changed.
No, it has. No.
Appearance. It's always looked like this. So when idiots say stuff like, you have Ozempic face, it's like my face always
You do have Ozempic face. I don't know why, but you are so shrunken in around your eyes. Like, you look skeletal. Like, I'm sorry, you just do.
looked like this. It never changed. I don't know what you're telling me. Like, what you're saying doesn't make sense. Show me the moment where my face changed. It's looked like this for 100 years. It's because I was fat. I gained all this weight, like my face stretched it out. And now it's going to take probably years to ever lose it if I ever do. It sucks because the rest of my body is almost like super slim and good and lean, and my face won't change. There's nothing I can really do about it. It looks like I fucking got stung by a bunch of bees, right? I don't know what to do about it. It's not like I'm not working out.
Yes, we can, Digital Melanin. I'll make a Q and beg emote.
But, you know, how do you lose it? How do you lose a fat face when you've been fat for a long time? I don't know.
I don't know, but usually your eyes don't start getting shrunken into your head like that.
Is that true? Llama says the irony is that the face of people who actually use Ozempic resembles a skeleton. Oh, so I'm the opposite then. I'm reverse Ozempic face. Oh, okay.
No, dude, that's Ozempic face. I'm not saying that you use that. You've been sunken in for a while, but...
Soft Sausages 47, thanks for 10 months. He says, don't lie. Once you pop, you can't stop. Again, I am a disciplined dude. I can just...
No, he's absolutely not.
Loaded.
He drinks too much. He eats too much. He gives too much money to Scopely. He's so disciplined and gave so much money to Scopely that he had to file for bankruptcy.
You know, have a meal with my wife and prepare for the late stream. So last chance, if you want to ask me any questions, if you want to support this podcast, thank you to those who did. I mean, it's awesome to get that level of support just for a podcast. You guys are you know, amazing. Thank you for that. I appreciate that very much.
He couldn't think of something nice to say. Thanks for the $80. You guys are.
If you can't be here later for Crimson Desert, the videos will be going live late tonight when the stream ends. The stream won't end until like 9:30.
Yeah, no thanks. I don't want to watch that shit.
Tonight. So there'll be like 6 to 7 hours of gameplay going live. And I'm going to do a little summary video to tell you what I think about my day one coverage of the game. Like what I
Oh boy, can't wait for that.
think after 6-7 hours, that'll be a special highlight video I'll do on the channel. And then I won't be back till Sunday, okay? Crimson Desert unlocks at 3 p.m. So
yeah, you can't be disciplined and have these crippling addictions like he does to gambling and alcohol and clearly food.
I'm going to go in about 5 minutes, upload this podcast, and I'll be back like 2:40, 2:45 to hype it up, and then we'll get started, okay?
I think he would really like it if everybody would just forget that Cat was fat. I think he really regrets the whole reason why they did those co-op streams and why he brought her on the stream was because he was going to do that documentary with Mike Klum. And he was like, uh-oh, it's going to come out in this documentary that my wife is fat. So let me just do this co-op stream. Everyone's going to make fun of her. We'll get it all out of the way. Everybody will make fun of her. And then when it's time for this documentary that, you know, supposedly she's going to like have like a piece in or whatever, then it won't, you know, like it won't be a big deal because everybody will already know. And then, of course, he backed out of doing that. And then so it was like all for fucking nothing. And I really think that he regrets bringing her on the streams. And I think that he wishes that he wouldn't have, so that when we think about Kat, all we can think of is what she used to look like back when she was showing up on the streams many years ago.
Cool. Do I press my own coffee? No, we get K-Cups. I don't have time for that shit. I'm not some kind of coffee aficionado. Ain't got time for that. I'm shocked we had so many people on Kick today for the podcast. 123 people for the podcast? What is going on? Why were you all here?
Oh, wow. 123. Look,
that's a lot of people for the podcast. I don't know, but that's a good
Someone send this man his fucking gold play button.
Obviously, I'm happy with that. I mean, essentially, this podcast stream has more viewers than most of my gameplay streams, so that's cool. Likely, it's going to be me trying classic fighting games to see if we can find anyone playing them on PC and have some comp. If that doesn't work, we can always try on PlayStation. If that doesn't work, we'll probably do Super Mario World on the Switch 2 with my SNES controller. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. It should be a fun event. My birthday marathon should be good this year.
It's going to suck ass.
That's the stuff we came to a determination of on this show, all right? Also, reminder, I'm not here tomorrow and I'm not here Saturday. I return on Sunday, and there will be a Level 1 podcast on Sunday that will summarize how today went and what I thought of the game, and also probably talk about my days off and more, okay? All right, I think I'm gonna get out of here. It sounds like most people, the chat slowed down. We're at a chat rate of 0. I'm not even kidding you. We're at chat rate of 0 on YouTube, so I guess that's time for me to get out of here.
Aw, you poor baby.
All right, well, everyone. Well, I want to say thanks for coming out. Attendance actually today was quite high for the show, and I appreciate y'all hanging out with me on this special Level 1 podcast. I hope you'll be back later for Crimson Desert if you can.
Yeah, I absolutely won't, and you can get fucked, you nerd. So that's going to do it for me. He's like literally leaving and ending the stream, and he'll be back in a few hours to play. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. Whatever, some such game he'll be playing. So he isn't even live right now. But when he does go back live again, you can go hang out with Raw Phil and any other folks that might be streaming him and this gameplay. I appreciate it. He'll be off for a few days. Let us all enjoy that and have a collective breath of, he won't be here. Big ups. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. As always, stay toxic, my friends.